Already. And we're here. And
Hello,
we're
everybody.
live.
We are live as heck.
Hello and welcome to tonight's very last minute Black Ballad stream. We are 6 days away from finishing the crowdfunding campaign. There is still one more stretch goal to unlock. And the Black Ballad is the perfect campaign to run after a TPK. If death awaits all adventurers, then the salvation of resurrection is always the hope. But what about the waiting period? Stuck in the afterlife, awaiting a cleric's blessing to return you from a critical failure. How do you bid your time? So this essentially is a setting for what happens after characters die, and we are going to be playing around. Actually, I don't know where we're going to be playing around or what part of it, because our DM is Ben, and he has been working with Pat, who is one of the co-authors of the Black Ballad, to sort of put together this one shot for us tonight. I guess, do we want to just go around and introduce ourselves? I think specifically Anya and Rachel, but Zeki, Ben, and myself are here all the time. We are the co-founders on AP. Most streams on the channel, you will see one of our faces on. Anya, who are you?
Hi, I'm Anya. We just got back from PAX, and I feel like I did 4 days of my whole spiel, so I should have it down by now. I never do. I never know what's going on. I'm Anya. I work at Backertkit, so I feel like there's like a little bit of nepotism here, but I think that's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, I've been in the games industry forever. I used to work at Addicting Games. I worked at Nickelodeon. I was the director of games at Kickstarter for a while, and now I am technically the tabletop account manager at Backertkit, but I just like to say games. I'm also a freelance musician in New York City, and I'm super excited to be here. Thanks for inviting me to do this.
Thank you for
Thank you
coming
for
and
joining
playing
us.
with us.
Yeah.
Rachel, for anyone that is new here and maybe hasn't seen you in a million other things on this channel, who are you?
I feel like I'm like approaching like Zeki levels.
You're
being
getting
here,
there.
You know,
You're getting
like,
there.
I'm taking in. Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm a variety streamer, podcaster, and pro wrestling acolyte who loves playing the dungeons and the dragons, especially when there's death involved.
Amazing.
And Rachel will be our dungeon for the entire evening. So
yes, please enter.
Yes.
Entree to
Thank
my
you.
dungeon. See
So-
we play.
The nicest dungeon any of us will probably ever spend time in.
That's my tag, Rachel.
Yeah.
The sweetest little dungeon you're ever gonna meet.
It's also a great pickup line. Do you want to enter my dungeon?
Truly,
I mean,
truly.
I know too many people that like play in dungeons, like real ones.
Like,
So
yeah,
that
yeah,
would
yeah.
be. I feel like that's me trying to like write a check my ass can't cash. I'm a squishy little marshmallow. This is all bravado.
And on that note, Ben, why don't you take us away? What's happening tonight?
Sure. Welcome. I mean, let's dive right in. So the events of this evening take place on the Sunless Crossing, a plane between the living and the fully dead. So, in the immortal words of a character from a movie that involves a bride who is of royalty of some kind, despite our characters being dead, they are not completely dead yet. We find ourselves in a large expanse of golden wheat and gray grass, a slight dusting of ash falling gently from the sky, which is unlit, save for a swirling constellation of stars above that appears to have a focal point somewhere in the distance, but for our purposes this evening, that place is neither here nor there. As the ash drifts down around us, and by us I do mean just myself and the audience, because the rest of you aren't here yet, we notice as large raindrops, glowing, begin to descend rapidly. 4 of them. And splash in these large and sort of beautiful showers of almost sparks and magic and sort of ethereal water. You see 4 figures on the ground. Who would like to be the first to sort of raise yourself up from the prone position that you find yourselves in and tell us who you are and what you look like?
I'll do it.
All right.
Yeah, so I guess kind of emerging from this cocoon of golden light, you see a middle-aged, but being Fae, what does middle-aged really look like? Fae woman, long auburn hair, marbled purple and green eyes. She is wearing loose-fitting clothes, a tunic, and some trousers that are also made of marbled purples and greens. She's got sort of a theme going on. Her hair is fully down, quite long, descending almost below her butt. And despite being a fae, she is 6 feet tall. And I think she just opens her eyes and looks around, but doesn't sit up.
Okay. How is, in this moment, how is she feeling about what just transpired and led her to this place?
So confused.
Okay.
So very confused. And actually, I do turn my head a bit to see if anyone has arrived here with me or if I am on my own.
Interestingly enough, as you turn your head to one side, you do see another figure. And beyond that, actually, another. And then if you look to your left, you see a third.
Do I recognize any of them?
You do recognize a couple of them. You see some short legs attached to a sort of a small. Well, you know, I'm not going to introduce you. Rachel, would you like to describe your character?
I would be delighted to describe my character.
Wonderful.
Emerging from this cocoon is a tiny little gnome with big goggles on their face, bunch of like pouches, some gears, like a tool belt, and all of this. And as this being emerges from this gold cocoon, they go, "No, Denis, just do it. It'll be fine."
No.
Yep. And this is Mag, the artificer. Mag is an elderly gnome, probably pushing maybe 450, 500 at this point. Short gray bob hair, and has had the universe broken on her. So, are we talking about how he died yet, or should I hold that?
You can if you want to. I mean, it's your prerogative.
Mag found a brochure for the afterlife, and convinced her best dragonborn friend Denis to just like kill her and probably bring her back. Maybe, who knows? It just sounded fun. Mag gets bored now. She's like, I'm getting kind of bored with this like Jersey Shore. I'll just die now. It's cool. So Mag was having an argument with Denis about killing Mag, and then Denis finally did it.
You
I love
bitch.
this so much.
Amazing. Just
Denis
causing me...
was not a super fan of it, but Mag was like, "It'll be okay. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it."
Oh my god.
I've lived a long life. What's the worst that could possibly happen?
Yeah, just bring me back if you miss me.
Easy. Wonderful.
And Mag's god is me, Rachel.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
she met me. It was
love it.
strange.
That is an Easter egg that I'm not going to explain.
Nope.
Sitting just maybe 12 or so feet away, we see, oh gosh, Zeki and Anya. Which of the two of you would like to go next?
Anya, please.
Oh, goodness. Well, while everyone is emerging from their what sounds like delightful cocoon raindrops, I sort of have landed face down. There's a bit of an imprint of my body in the ground. And Alla Winifred Sanderson from Hocus Pocus just sort of pull myself up, kind of look around, and just sort of grunt. I stand up. My name is Bob Spichemin. I am the half ranger elf that you've never heard of. I have blonde hair. It's greasy and stringy. Bathing is for normal creatures. I have no gender. I use they, them pronouns. I have blue eyes, very beady, very small, scraggly amount of facial hair, just very pubescent looking. I'm wearing very drab brown clothing. My arrow has unfortunately broken because this is how I died, which I will get into. And Bob just kind of stands up and looks around and just kind of grunts and just goes, no goblins to be seen around here. Now, you might be asking yourself, how does this beautiful creature, how did they meet a timely demise? Now, here's the thing. Bob thought that they saw an orc. They saw an orc. They know that they saw an orc, and they brought their arrow to shoot that orc. However, unfortunately, their arrow was backwards, and so the arrow shot into the tree and went straight into their head. So Bob also pulls the arrow out of their head and just kind of throws it down and just kind of looks around and is like, gonna have to patch that one up, aren't I?
You know, what's interesting, Bob, is as you pull the arrow out and think to yourself, like, I'm gonna have to patch that up, and sort of like put your hand to your forehead. The wound appears to have almost like kind of taken care of itself and sealed itself up in the instant that the arrow was removed.
Bob is fully convinced that the dirt is magic.
Bob's not entirely wrong.
Bob knows.
Yeah.
Bob's a smart guy. Person.
Elf?
There you go. And last but not least, we see the furry, hooved legs of everyone's favorite. Zeki, go ahead and introduce your character.
Ah! Oh! That was so much ass!
Oh my god! Oh my god, Ballad! Oh my god,
Emerlinda!
oh my god! What was that?
Mag.
Mag!
Mag!
Wait, no.
Mag?
Hold on.
Oh, we were yelling names. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Meg.
Emerlinda! Hi!
Emerlinda's a pleasure.
Wait, hold on. Ballad, what happened?
As I take a second to look up and not see a giant Tarask ass landing on me
God damn it.
with, I think it was...
I saw people. I saw 4 people, and
No.
then
No.
it just went dark, and I don't understand what happened.
I think I saw them too. They were flying out right out the ass,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, well, no more picnic for us.
No. And one of them was carrying a half like a torso on a sled. It was very bizarre.
I think I saw a giant eagle or
I
something.
also thought I saw a giant. But, well, that's not here, is it?
No,
We are not.
we're not by that lake anymore.
No. Bob?
Do I know you?
Bob! Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Hi.
Wait,
How?
you don't mean... And I finally sit up, and you see a squat, short little satyr with a giant great axe just like on my back. Kind of get to my feet to survey the area. I have curled ram's horns as a traditional satyr, would. And for visuals, if you want to kind of reference Danny DeVito's character from Hercules, that is a good reference point to start from.
Cool. Solid.
Holy shit, it is Mag and Bob.
I don't know her. I do know them though, Bob. And I think I just run over and throw my arms around you and give you a big hug.
And Bob just stands there limp and is like, oh, I don't like the touching. I don't like the touching.
And I pull back and I put both my hands on your face and I'm like, how's Maggie doing? Did she and Phil get divorced? I know things were kind of on the rocks last time I talked to them, but it seemed like they got into therapy, and it seemed like therapy was really helping them out, but I know that there was still just some stuff going on.
Bob's eyes get very big, and there's just a full look of confusion on their face, and says, who is Maggie?
The little purple one with the kind of biggish ears and the small nose and she wore that nice little pig skull on her necklace.
Oh, Goblin 5.
Her name is Maggie, but sure, yes, Goblin 5.
I don't believe in giving the goblins names. They are Bob's subjects, so they alter between Goblin and Bob. Bob 1, Goblin 1, Bob 2, Goblin 2. Maggie is Goblin 5.
How do they feel? You know what? Nope, I'm not going to ask. I'm just happy to see you. Hi. Oh my goodness. So
Bob just slowly backs off. Just
Ballad, baby, look who it is.
It's Bob. Yeah, it's Bob. That's for sure.
Bob's eyes get massive, and Bob is so excited and just screams at the top of their lungs, "Best friend!"
That's me, best friend.
Best friend!
Bob and Barl.
Best friend is here.
friend is
hello,
here.
best friend.
Classic adventures of B&B. That's us. You could almost picture it once a week or something.
Gotta put aside the fact that response was very different from the response that I got, and just be happy that we're all here together.
Bob is sort of side-eyeing, just like, okay.
But speaking of such things, Mag.
That one?
Yeah. Hi. Hello, Barlin. It was.
Yeah, you were Mag. Come on.
Yes. Yeah.
Eggs?
Apparently, you had a friend named Maggie. So if it gets too confusing, you can just call me Swag Mag if you want.
I never knew this Maggie. Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
okay, cool. I didn't want anyone to get confused. I'm not a goblin.
Yeah.
I'm a little gnome.
You're the only Mag for me. Don't you worry.
Oh wow. Oh well.
Insight
That's,
check. Is there something going on
Oh
between
my.
Mag and Barlin? Let's see. 20.
Is
No?
there something going?
No.
Just like
Why are you questioning that?
many years of companionship as a bartender to their customer.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bowler, I'm the Smuffy Puff Destroyer. I didn't make that. I'm sorry, everyone. We did not make that Smuffy Puff. We made a beautiful necklace and got defiled to become a Smuffy Puff. And Mag will never get over it.
Bob is unclear as to what they have walked into. They feel as though there's some trauma that needs to be discussed.
So you
To that end, actually, as you are all making your reintroductions, I would love if you could all make a quick perception check
Oh
for me.
boy.
Boy.
First real check of the game.
First real check of the
Hey,
game.
that insight check was real.
Also,
Sure.
check out this very cool Backertkit.
Ooh, that's very
I
nice.
like that.
I
That
feel
I
has-
like
a
that
YouTuber.
immensely.
That is a good shot. That is a good size.
Yeah, it's hefty.
That's
Some
awesome.
like weight to it.
That.
Uh,
yeah.
Meg has rolled a 14. Thank you.
Okay.
I rolled 2 hands.
Perceptions. That's
All right.
17.
17. All right.
19.
19.
Nice.
All right. So you know, as Emerlinda is sort of like almost being sort of the host here, even though truly you're all guests in your own way.
Do I have any food with me? Did it come over? I'm sure I had like a little
No.
snack pouch. No? Okay.
It's unfortunately empty as you've
Disappointing.
had it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Hostess was not quite the mostest.
Well, I'll
Um,
try.
But Barlin and Bob, you two notice a little ways off in the distance, but rapidly approaching what appears to be like close to a dozen armored figures, marching in formation rapidly towards you. Is there anything that you would like to do in preparation, or
Bob sort of squints their eyes, pokes Barlin, best friend, best friend, best friend, best friend, best friend.
Yeah.
Bad, bad, bad,
That-
best friend, bad.
I mean, I don't even know where we are, Bob. I mean, honestly, that could be our welcoming party.
I didn't read anything about a welcoming party in the brochure.
Mag,
So-
did you get a brochure?
Oh yeah. Welcome to the afterlife. You're dead. Congrats.
That was the brochure that you found that made you want to come here.
Yeah, it sounded like a fun time.
There was nothing else. No, like, hey, here's what it's like. Here are the attractions. None of that.
Hey, Dungeon Maestro. Shall I roll to see how much
Abso-freaking-lutely.
this,
Or
brochure gave me?
yeah, or you could just make it up. I don't know.
Oh, am I allowed?
Yeah,
Can
absolutely.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Can we roll to see how much of this brochure Mag actually read though?
Okay, that yes.
It's a very informative brochure, and you can find it yourself if you go to Backertkit and check out the backertkit.com/c/storytellers-forge-studios.
Yeah.
The Black Ballad. You can find out all about it.
If you're in Twitch chat, you can just type !TVB and the link will pop up.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. That's a 4.
That's a 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you probably summed up just about exactly as much as you read. Yeah.
Yeah, it said, "Welcome to the afterlife," and I went, "Sounds righteous. I'm in." Thank Rachel. I'm here. I made it.
What, thank who?
Oh, my creator, Rachel. My god.
Okay,
They're pretty chill.
cool.
They look out for me.
I think they're here. Because I think in the amount of time we've been talking, they've definitely.
You met Rachel?
Does
Yeah,
everyone here know Rachel? Am I the only one that? Bob, do you know Rachel?
I don't know Rachel. I also don't think we're in the good place.
It's kind of a upper management thing. I don't know. Did you ever meet them? Forget it. Never mind.
No.
Mag, Rachel, she's quite nice.
Hail
Okay,
and well
again.
met,
Yep.
strange folks.
hail and well met yourself. Also a stranger.
Oh, thank you very much. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Thaddeus. See that you are recently arrived here on the Sunless Crossing. Has anyone yet greeted you or perhaps introduced themselves, given you a lay of the land?
We introduced ourselves to each other, if that
Well,
counts.
That is lovely. Not quite the question I was asking, but yes, sure, why not? We'll count it. May I ask, how long have you been here?
Honestly, we just woke up.
Oh,
Yeah, probably a few minutes.
wonderful.
Long enough
Or-
to say hello,
Hmm.
talk about how we died, and then talk about the brochure and about Rachel. Do you know Rachel?
No.
Cool.
Condolences on your deaths.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, I'm not mad about it. I am genuinely excited to see new places.
Was it a
Bob is very confused. Bob does not understand that they are dead.
Ah, well, allow me to provide a little bit of sort of basic information. You find yourselves here on the Sunless Crossing. My compatriots and I are legionnaires. We are taking it upon ourselves to protect those from the evils that lurk here, the accursed and far worse. Nixian Guard these days sort of become a little bit lax in our eyes. You are dead. Apologies or congratulations, depending on how you see fit to celebrate or not. This is the space between life and death. So as opposed to sort of, you die and you immediately go to an afterlife, there's sort of a process. A little bit of soul searching is usually done. Unfortunately, we are on a bit of a timeline. Typically, we can have like a little bit more time, and you can, meet some other people, perhaps take some time with a reflection of yourself that is unbiased and can provide all of the feedback about your life that you do or do not want. Maybe those who are a little, and he looks at Mag at this moment, a little more spirited, can join the caravan of to sort of gallivant across the plains for as long as they see fit. Others settle down to a little bit more of a quiet life. But at any rate, things are at this moment a bit dire, and as I mentioned, we do have a bit of a timeline. And as this is happening, the four of you notice that sort of above and behind where Thaddeus and his supporting cadre of legionnaires, all dressed in what is sort of an interesting mix of almost medieval and Roman armor. It's sort of like they all look very uniform, but it's not entirely, doesn't entirely make sense. They're all kind of wearing those like pleated not quite kilts of like mail, but then solid plate armor. They all have short swords and javelins strapped to their backs and large square shields in their hands.
They have chainmail?
They do.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Bob immediately tries to turn around and run, except they slip on their clothing and just absolutely like pratfall onto their back.
Oh,
Bob.
Bob.
are you
What?
all right?
Yes, sometimes this happens. I don't believe in feet.
What?
I don't believe they exist.
As a unit of measurement, or
Attached to me.
I mean, I do have hooves.
I suppose.
See, best friend gets it.
I do.
I've known you for such a long time, and I'm still learning new things.
I'm so sorry. I don't know your name.
That's fine. It's fine. It's a lot of things have happened. It's okay.
This
Yeah, we're
moment
dead.
of personal hurt is interrupted by a loud crash as a 13-foot tall gargoyle, clad in bone white armor, which feels maybe redundant given that they are made out of stone, carrying a two-handed maul with what appears to be sort of a vine of some sort of plant with a small rose blossom that just is underneath the head of the hammer, lands and directly between you and these legionnaires. He looks at you. He looks at them. Looks back at you. I don't know these guys.
Oh, I don't know them well enough to make an assessment of that, but hello, very, very large gargoyle.
Welcome to Sunless Plateau.
Oh, thank you for the kind welcome to the Sunless Plateau.
While this is happening, you said that there's a little rose that's on the.
Mhm.
I'm gonna kind of go up on my tiptoes,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants.
Oh, it's like made out. It's
Oh,
part of the hat.
fuck.
It's made out of metal.
I
Yeah,
thought
this
it was a real
Oh.
rose.
no,
Oh,
it is
I was
purely
gonna
decorative.
get some unbiased insight.
I mean, you
It's
can still
fine.
try.
It's fine.
It's the
I'm not gonna
afterlife.
try in a stone rose. That feels silly.
It's made out of. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Unless you think it would work. Would it work?
I mean, you don't know how the plane works. You're welcome to try if you want to.
I'm not gonna do it. It's fine.
Okay. And he sort of squints at you. No. All right. You met a shepherd yet?
No.
We have not had the pleasure of meeting a shepherd. There's these troop guys. Are they
Mhm.
shepherds?
No.
Oh, then we haven't.
Are you a shepherd?
No. Nixian guard.
Is this some kind of Seder joke? I don't mean shepherd.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What did you say your name was?
Oh, Grimly.
Grimbly.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Grimbly. Is it acceptable to ask how you died here? Cause I would just
I didn't die.
You didn't die.
No,
Okay.
I just came here.
You just. Oh, I mean,
Sorry.
I died to come here, but
Yeah, no.
I don't want it. There's
You're-
like a big group of people who are standing over there, and then you're in the middle, and then we're over here, and we're like having a little conversation. It's a great conversation. I lovely to
Yeah,
meet
you shouldn't. These guys not good.
Not good.
No.
oh, they say you're not good. They said the Nixian gods not. Oh, we got drama. I live for the drama.
He sort of
I
turns
miss the
slowly,
need.
and Thaddeus looks at him. He's like, "Hey, it was really more of a commentary on the sort of lackadaisical nature of the Nixian Guard in comparison to what we think is probably necessary to protect you all."
I'm gonna put kind of like lean on Grimbly with an elbow and go, all right, very quickly, 30-second elevator pitch, 30-second elevator pitch, go. And I point at the the group that was that approached us first.
Mag turns her all-purpose tool into like a stopwatch mechanism that's just like and go.
And Bob unfoils a scroll and just starts taking notes.
Wonderful. Well, has my time started?
Yes, yep.
Shit. The Legionnaires, we are formerly warlocks in life. We have decided that there is not enough law and order here in the afterlife, and we are recruiting those that come here to help in recruiting. You're being conscripted. I will be completely honest with you. You're being conscripted because we need more people to fight the accursed, and that's
End
my
time.
pitch.
All right, I heard that you are narcs. Your turn. More law and order.
No.
Already not my thing, but your turn. Ready? 30 seconds. Go.
I work for the Nixian Guard. I make sure when you come here, you're safe. And you can, get to know yourself in the afterlife before you move on.
So, law and order versus self-discovery.
Now they're dicks.
And they're
dicks.
dicks.
They're a bunch of dicks.
Cool.
That's my pitch.
I'm going with Grimbly here. I don't know about the rest
I'm
of
not
you,
particularly sold on law and order. I prefer chaos and chaos.
So Thaddeus looks initially sort of like a little bit irritated and lifts his hand over chest as an arrow catches him straight through the temple and he drops to the ground. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Hooray!
I thought the afterlife was supposed to be peaceful.
Oh,
Who said that?
Shitbirds.
Shitballs for me too.
6. 19.
Why are you mad about that?
Because I don't like going first.
Ah.
I have to
Fair.
think about all my things. Wait, all my things.
I
Barlin
rolled a.
and Bob.
Oh, sorry. I rolled a 4.
A 4? Oh, okay. And Barlin?
21.
Woo! All right.
Give me a second.
Incredible.
Is it?
Well, I mean, there's still people that are going to go ahead of you because there's a bit of a surprise round.
Oh, of course.
Yes. So as this discussion has been happening, and unfortunately nobody's passive perception was high enough, you see that jumping out of where they appear to have sort of snuck up through the like this field of wheat, is sort of a gaggle of unkempt. It looks sort of like casters, but they're all armed differently. Some have, short swords, some have staves, some have scimitars in hand. They all have. What you do notice about their weapons is they all have this sort of glint to them that begins to sort of shift colors as you're paying attention to it, and they are going to come charging in. You see initially that they appear to be more focused on the legionnaires than you. As evidenced by Thaddeus taking an arrow directly through the head. And they are going to make a series of attacks. Just so you all are all aware, these function more as swarms than they do individuals, so there's going to be some mechanics there. Yes, Katie, do you have a question?
I was just gonna. Can I tell? Does it seem like they are more focused on the Legionnaires now because that's their target that will turn on us, or does it feel like if we start attacking the Legionnaires, then maybe we don't have to fight them at all?
Make an insight check.
Cool. I've been rolling like poop. Insight. 10.
10? Hard to say. One of them does appear to be giving Grimly a little bit of side-eye, though, and that's a little concerning.
Okay.
Because you are currently posted up on Grimly
Yep.
like you guys know each other.
Yep.
Cool. So they come sort of running in. One of them has a sling, and you watch as a couple of stones sort of bounce off the shields of these guys, but a couple actually make it through into the formation that is quickly gathered here, and with explosions of different colored energy, you watch as a couple of these guards are cut down, and you watch one takes a scimitar to the chest, and you see that what it looks like initially a small wound begins to almost rot from the inside out, and he just sort of stares at his chest for a moment, gasping for air as it just opens up, and you can see like the bones begin to melt away and rot, and then the inside sort of follows suit. Another one gets stabbed with a short sword, and you watch as he looks kind of like a cartoon character as they stick their fingers or a fork into a socket, and stays sort of upright for a moment, sort of smoldering before collapsing to the ground. Next in the initiative order, we have Barlin.
Oh shit. Okay. It's been a while, but here we go. I
So
like
good at
to
fighting.
become enraged.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
And,
You're already doing better than you did last time, babe.
thanks.
Unfortunate.
And I grab my weapon of certain death, my great axe, and I look to swing at the closest thing to me.
The closest thing to you would be, honestly, you could get him in the mix. You have multiple attacks. You could probably attack a Legionnaire and one of these other folks if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let's see how the Legionnaire attack goes first.
Sure, go ahead and roll your attack for me.
That is a 15.
A 15 does not hit.
Then I'm going to. Actually, does a 16 hit?
16 also does not hit. They have formed this defensive perimeter and a bit of a shield wall, and it is difficult to get to them.
Got it. Okay, so second attack also is going to miss.
All right.
Unfortunately, I am enraged, but my rage is blinding me.
It does happen sometimes. That is unfortunate. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
Bless you.
No, I think I'm just going to make sure that I keep myself in front of my 3 companions as the barbarian, sort of, being that interface between the more squishy folk.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Grimbley sort of sidles up next to you and looks relatively casual about all of this, which is odd, but sure. And he looks down at you and he points over at these folks sort of put together with a hodgepodge of weapons and armor, and he goes, "Worse dicks." And he's going to take a couple of swings with this giant hammer down at a couple of the legionnaires in front of him. That's going to miss, and that is going to hit.
Yay, someone can hit.
Yeah, he... let's see, let's roll the damage here. Yeah, that's what I thought. So he just swings down this giant overhanded stroke and just fully stoves in a Legionnaire's head, sort of comic style. His head just like sinks down into his torso, and the top of the helmet is sort of sticking out just above the shoulders, and he collapses. Wonderful. Next up is oh boy, Mag.
I forgot to ask an important question at the
Yes.
beginning of this because we were having such fun RPing. Is Felix here? Did Felix come with me?
Make a perception check.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perception. 15.
15. What does Felix sound like most of the time?
Whatever a capybara made of metal sounds like. He's my steel defender. Did he come with me?
Did a steel defender? You know what? Yeah. Why not?
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So retcon, because I keep forgetting about Felix. Rachel forgets about Felix. Mag never forgets about Felix. There is a double large metal capybara that also descended in a little golden teardrop shortly after me.
Yes.
Cool. But he's here, so he has initiative order after me.
Okay. Wonderful.
Love it. I just wanted to make sure. All right. Are any of these enemies within 60 feet of me?
Oh, absolutely.
Cool.
Everybody's within 60 feet.
I'm gonna pick one of these assholes. And Mag is going to go, "Oh, Rachel, please send your beautiful fire down onto these nasty, nasty guys." And I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Oh, absolutely.
Please, make a Dexterity saving throw.
Oh my goodness. That is a failure.
Oh, huzzah!
Ooh,
Okay, cool. Then I need to find some D8s.
Amazing.
One,
And
D8s.
Katie, you have an animal companion, correct? Could you go ahead and also make a perception check for me?
Wait, are we talking about Anki?
We are indeed.
I thought I couldn't. Okay, sorry. I'm very excited. My baby. Okay. 16.
I'm not going to try to imitate what a metal capybara or an on-kick sounds like, so it's going to be a no from me, but...
Sweet, yeah.
Baby, you came with me. Oh, sweetie. Hi. Hi. First,
Max,
let me give
so what
it
are
a
you
little
doing?
scratches.
Yeah.
Under its side.
Can one of these jerks
Yeah.
take wait, how many points? Wait. 11 points of radiant damage for me, please?
Absolutely. You
Thank
watch
you.
The ground sort of lights up underneath him, and this gout of holy fire, this radiant fire, sort of erupts underneath him, and he just is totally singed. Still alive, but does not look very good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing. Then Felix,
Mhm.
my beautiful steel defender, is going to charge the flame guy and do a force-powered rend. So I have to make a weapon attack. How's an unnatural 20 gonna do?
Oh, that's gonna do. Are you attacking
Cool.
the one that you just lit on? You just lit up.
Yes.
Okay. What does a giant metal capybara do when it gets its mouth on this guy? I don't.
Felix comes up to this radiant damaged fella
Mhm.
and like bites down and then kind of like shakes this flaming guy around and delivers unto them 7 points of force damage.
7 points of force damage. That is enough to finish this guy off.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You just like one half of the body goes flying shortly after he starts shaking, and then the other half flies in the other direction as he releases them.
And as a free action, Mag says, "Yeah, we kicked the lich in the ass. Don't mess with me."
Anki kind of gives Felix a side eye in like a "we could be friends" kind of way.
Oh yeah. I would love who has a passive perception of 15 or higher. Just out of curiosity.
14. Perception?
Hmm.
No.
No.
A 12.
So
Okay.
Nah, dog.
No. Cool. Wonderful. You all suddenly see one of the legionnaires, sort of here in the middle, a like giant clawed hand emerges like through his chest, and he's lifted up, sort of gasping for air, as this large, very pale woman with these like massive gauntlets that are glowing with what appears to probably just be hatred, grabs him from behind, hands through the spine, and then rips out the entirety of the center of his torso through the metal, and then licks the blades and grins at all of you. You've started early, but I have made it in time. And the legionnaires are going to turn, and seeing her, you see that immediate confusion ensues as she was clearly not expected. Grimbley looks at her, and for the first time since you all arrived, and like this fight breaks out, whatever, he doesn't seem to care. He looks at you and that's bad.
Oh, is it? I couldn't figure that out.
No, that's real
Thank you.
bad. No, she's bad news. Jesus. Okay. All right. One of them manages to actually crit on her, which is great. And she's going to use her legendary reaction to
Good.
a couple of attacks against him.
Love knowing she has the legendary reaction.
Yep. So she takes like he like slashes at her, but it looks like feeble compared to the instantaneous response where she grabs his head and crushes it. Yeah, it's not looking great for these guys.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Emerlinda.
Yeah. Cool.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna look at Grimbley and be like, so is this like a run situation, or is this like a fight situation?
Run.
Great. Cool.
I got a thing, but I have to act in like 6-second increments, so I'm kind of stuck for the moment.
Gosh, then in that case, you see Emerlinda's face begins to get very long, and her arms and legs begin to grow, and little hooves begin to sprout where her hands and feet were. And where just a few moments ago this Fey woman was, there is now a giant horse. And I'm going to look at probably just Bob and Barling, because I imagine that Mag can ride the capybara, and kind of onto my back. And I guess I'll hold until they can jump on, but I'm essentially holding my action, which is to just dash or like run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I do kick a little bit of dirt in the direction of the lady, just to show that I'm not here to be trifled with, but also I am about to haul ass.
Okay. She grins, and you see she has like these very long incisors.
Nope.
Run as far as you can. I will find you. Bob, what would you like to do with your turn?
I'm torn between.
Oh wait, Anki didn't go.
Let's resolve that next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm torn, and I'm gonna say this to Emerald. I'll just call you Em. I can't actually say your name. Sorry. I hear you. This is valid. What if we were to also fight these creatures with her? Maybe she would get on our side. Because it kind of seems like it doesn't matter what we do, this is going to be a thing.
I'm a horse, so I can't talk.
Okay. Also, if we die, wouldn't we just be resurrected in the same spot?
Grimly looks at you and is like, no, it's not good. Your soul begins to split and you begin to lose yourself. You don't want to. Is she going to eat your soul? The whole thing. Just.
Oh, she's a soul eater.
Oh, it is bad. It's real bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bob
Once
is
again,
gonna jump. Bob is gonna jump on the horse.
Hell yeah. Cool. That's just your movement. You still have an action. If you want to like take some pot shots at any of these folks, you're welcome to.
This is what I was gonna.
Yeah.
I wanted to do. Okay. Okay. Gotta set this up. Let's see if I can do this. If I can do
Absolutely.
this is so stupid. Okay. Knowing that Mag had lit a fire, is the fire still happening?
Yeah, so it's sort of like, yeah, it it's sort of concentrated in this one area where the guy used to be, and is beginning to sort of dissipate, but there is still, kind of like lit up some of the area around it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And how many bodies are there currently on the ground?
How many bodies?
Yeah.
What the there's like a half dozen. What are you about to do?
Okay. Okay. This might be too many actions.
Fuck it. We're playing it fast and loose. What you got?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bob
take
is
10
gonna-
actions. No one cares.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean,
All right. So Bob is gonna take their javelin,
Okay.
put a body on the javelin,
Okay.
light it on fire,
Oh god.
and just full on swing as hard as they can into anything that they can find, except for the lady.
Okay. Okay,
It's
here's how
too
we're gonna do
much.
this.
If
Here's
it's
how
too
we're
much,
gonna do
that's
this. No.
okay.
Here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. In fact, I will encourage all of you to just like do ridiculous shit in combat because this
Okay.
is we're just gonna have fun with this. Okay. First things first. Make a DC. Say DC. It's the afterlife. Why not? DC 13 strength check
Okay.
to like lift this body up on your javelin.
All right. Well, I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Oh, can I help with my back? Just
Yeah,
kind of like
you can
position
provide
and
some leverage.
way.
Yeah, provide some leverage. Why not?
Okay,
Go ahead and
great.
roll with advantage.
Okay.
Take the help action from the horse.
I'm just doing like a cat cow.
I believe
Wait, what would
Anya also has inspiration.
I
Oh.
think I do. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Do I? No, I don't.
So chat can give
Do I?
you inspiration.
Chat gave you
Oh.
inspiration a long while
there we
ago,
go.
actually. So.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks, chat. I really appreciate. Bob and I are very happy right now.
We'll
Okay.
save that because I'm arching for you.
Yes.
That sounds
Oh,
weird.
that's right.
No,
Yeah.
no, I unsaid that because that's
No, we have that recorded. It's on the internet now. That happened.
Okay. Wait. Sorry. So I rolled a 5.
You can re-roll
Yes,
that
but you
though.
can
Oh, I'm gonna
re-roll.
reroll.
Yeah.
Duh. Okay. 17.
In for whatever reason, this like cat cow thing that the horse is doing just gives you like that little bit of oomph that you need to get the body up off the ground.
I think what happened is when she catted,
Mhm.
right? That's this one. I just
Yeah.
my body kind of shot forward and it gave me like a momentum. You know what I mean? Like
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's totally how physics works.
Yeah.
It's the afterlife.
Yeah. Wow.
I remember you. No, I'm kidding. We're
my
best friends.
Bob suddenly has a flashback of like, happy evenings spent together, sharing food and stories.
Why did the horse trigger this memory? I want to know.
Yeah, why did the horse arching trigger this memory?
I'm not going to delve into that. This is not the website for that story. I'm kidding. That's a joke. Cool.
Have you heard of Chuck Tingle? No, I'm kidding. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I love Chuck Tingle.
We'll talk.
We'll talk. Yeah.
Later, yeah. Cool. For free action, the body's on fire. Can you go ahead and make an attack roll? Are you attacking the? This is important because of the AC. Are you attacking these like warlock folks, or are you attacking the legionnaires?
I'm attacking the ones that it sounds like they sort of dissipated with acid.
Okay, yes,
when
that'd
they
be
were
legionary.
struck.
Yeah.
The legionnaires. Yes.
Cool. All right, so go ahead and make an attack roll against this like. Group.
Okay, so my attack roll then would be my javelin.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
and we'll say add a d6 of bludgeoning because there's a body, and a d6 of radiant damage because the body's on fire with holy flames.
So roll 2 d6s.
On top of whatever the javelin is, which I believe is also d6. So
It's
roll
a
3d6.
Yeah.
So 3d6 plus your modifier.
We got a 6 plus 3, so 9.
9. Okay.
We got a 3 plus 3, so 6.
All right.
And we got a 1 plus 3, so 4.
4. Okay, cool. And I should have had you roll a d20 to attack first. I realized.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. I got distracted by doing like the math of like which of these things are doing damage to things. But yes, if you could roll that d20 for me.
I hate when the math is. 16.
16?
Do I have any modifiers? I don't think so. No.
16 on the die.
Wait.
If it's 16
No.
if it's 16 on the die, it
You should
definitely
have modifiers,
hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
16 on the die absolutely hits because they have an AC of 18.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So that damage absolutely is applied, which I think was 9, 12. I think it was 16 damage.
I already forgot, so sure.
Sounds good. 16.
Chat, hold me to that, but I believe it was 16 damage. And you badly like bludgeon and like sort of maul a couple of these guys as you sort of like swipe at them with like the most unwieldy weapon imaginable, but hey, it works in the afterlife, right? Go figure.
When you're dead, you're family. So
the afterlife. When you're dead, your family.
I don't know.
Was that what it said in your brochure, Meg? The blank stare from Rachel.
Okay.
Sorry, I was in chat making like a joke. You talked to me. I was in a. It's an after living. That's what the brochure said.
Oh no.
I sign up to do this on a weekly basis. Crazy. Amazing.
Don't you miss quiet, polite patchwork today?
Bring me back my modron.
I love Mag.
I do too. This is wonderful. Okay. This like hodgepodge of what you guys assume based on sort of like things that have been some context clues are the accursed are going to make some attacks. Things appear to be going their way as far as legionnaires are concerned. They now begin to look at you and Grimbley. Oh, that's just embarrassing. Nope. Sick. All right, cool. Well, it'd be nice if I could roll above a 5, but that doesn't appear to be happening at the moment. So the group of them sort of like fall on you and also the legionnaires, and not a single one of them manages to hit.
Oh.
It's fine. It's totally cool. I love it when my die just decides to tell me to piss right off. Barlin.
So bad.
Hey, you know what? Some days you roll. Sometimes it may be good. Sometimes it may be shit.
Having a
we're-
horse
we're-
staring you right in the face, Barlin, going,
Oh, and I've gotten on the horse. by
yes,
the
you're
Yes.
on. You're on.
Yeah,
okay.
you're on
yeah.
the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still like in the thick of it, and I
Yeah.
imagine I would have to get like 15, 20 feet to then.
I
Get up
hold out my
onto
tail for
him.
you to grab onto me. Hey, horses have control of their tails. There's like a little muscle there. You think it's a muscle? Whatever. I hold out my tail.
Sure, we'll go with it. Yeah, it's the afterlife. Fuck it. Yeah. So Barlin, you
That
are.
also was on the brochure.
There you go.
The horses.
It's the afterlife. Fuck
Fuck
it.
it.
Oh, I think that horses have full control of their tails. That was a selling point
It's
for
probably in
the
the fine print somewhere. Yeah. That makes sense. What would you like to do? You are sort of like up in the mix. There are legionnaires sort of like looking at you. Although at the moment it does seem like this woman with like these giant clawed gauntlets appears to be like more of their concern.
I'm definitely going to swing at the Legionnaires as I make my way over to Emerlinda.
Hell yeah. And you know, in the spirit of keeping things kooky because it is the afterlife, if you want to try some like fancy stuff, we can make some fancy things happen.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Because I am enraged, right?
Yep.
And I also happen to be the type of barbarian that has a storm aura.
Oh.
So as a bonus action on my turn,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick the closest legionnaire and get them to take roll a dex DC save.
Sure thing. That's a 1.
Awesome.
just-
So they're
just
going to
tuck-
take a
tuck this
D6
guy
of
away.
lightning damage.
Alrighty. You know what? For the critical failure, go ahead and roll 2d6 for me, will you?
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Just roll a different d20 from here on out.
That is 9 lightning damage.
Amazing. He looks very displeased. It turns out that getting hit with electricity while you're wearing a bunch of metal armor, not a pleasant experience.
Yeah. So in addition to that, I have in my time as a barkeep
Mhm.
come across the random bar fights and brawls that have happened, and I find myself in a very similar situation.
Very much so.
So after lighting this guy up with some lightning damage,
Mhm.
I'm going to use my first attack to punch him in the gut, since I'm a short little satyr bro.
Short king.
Getting him to double over if this advantaged attack works.
Absolutely.
So that's gonna be 22,
Oh, that hits.
right? So I believe then my unarmed strikes do a D4 because I've taken this feat.
Heck yeah.
So to find my awesome Chaos Ladies D4, rolled a 4. That's
Very
8
nice.
points of damage to this guy as he bends over on the first attack.
He bends over and coughs up a little blood and probably vomits just a little bit too while he's at it.
Yeah, so then also as like a satyr I can jump pretty darn tootin' good. So I'm going to kind of step up onto this guy, crack down with my axe as I use that momentum to jump forward, lunging and landing on Emerlinda's back
Hell yeah.
Sick.
behind Bob.
Hell yeah. Before we roll the attack, go ahead and roll an athletics check for me.
I can do that.
Which I believe.
My
well,
tail is helping.
well, I was gonna say you could either do an athletics check or you could do a strength check if you'd like, which you'd have advantage on because you are raging. So your choice, which one you would like to go with. This would be DC. We're gonna say DC 15 because you are a satyr.
I feel like I'll do the strength check because it's the same modifier and I get advantage.
There you go.
So that's a 17 plus 4 for the first roll.
Alrighty.
And a 14 for the second roll. So
cool.
I'm hoping the first roll got me there.
That absolutely does. Go ahead and roll your attack.
That'll be a 17.
17. I will say because he's doubled over and sort of like almost like half prone. We'll say that it, for the sake of flavor and because you did make the check, that you are in fact able to hit him. Yeah. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
Sick.
Yeah. Also, I think he has like 1 HP. Based on the yeah. So like even the kickoff probably could have killed him. So whatever.
That's probably very fair.
Yeah.
That is a 13.
13
points
damage?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just fully. This guy looks up and he's like, "My lasagna recipe," and then you just split his head in half as you like fly backwards and land on the horse.
Living.
Hey, you know what you gotta do. It would be really nice if you guys could actually see that this was supposed to be like a dangerous combat for you all, but I can't hit you, so
Mag, we're getting out of here.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, Felix. I can't whistle, but Mag does a really good like 2-finger like.
Mag is a profound whistler.
Profound.
Mag was actually a professional whistler.
Yeah,
before
honestly,
she retired and became an artificer.
a gnome child whistling prodigy.
I love her more now.
Because why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
It's
Mag. How close to the horse are you, Mag? Do you think in this moment?
Close?
Okay.
Probably.
Right.
I feel like. Excuse me, sir. Like this motherfucker. Chaos Gremlin. I love you too, baby. You have to go though. You can't sit here. Bye.
Violence.
He's chosen chaos. He loves us.
Thank you.
Yeah, because we didn't move very much from. Felix might be a little far, but Felix is probably bounding back.
Okay.
So.
Cool. Grimly is going to take his movement to get back towards the group of you. He's going to take a couple of attacks of opportunity. Now I roll well. You gotta be
that's
unbelievable.
That's exactly when you needed to roll well, Ben. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, totally.
Grimly is a new fan favorite here on Amateurish Productions and has to do well. It's like his contract.
No, I'm rolling well on the attacks of opportunity that he's taking, so this is not good.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I do feel like there should be like a cough drop redeem though, just because that voice that you have to do feels like challenging.
It is. It gets there. Yeah. So he takes. Oh, he's got to make a strength saving throw.
You had disadvantage on at least one of those attacks.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Okay, that's
sure.
good. I'll take that. It still hits. Cool.
Damn it, Ben.
Damn it. It's not a crit, so there is that. We'll take not crits. Albeit it wasn't going to be either way, but yes.
Yeah, there's another DM disadvantage.
Another DM disadvantage.
Okay, I'll apply it to one of the other rolls and see if we can roll low again. No, that's better.
Damn it.
If you kill Grimly, I will never forgive you. I just want that put out there right now.
Look, he takes 43 points of damage from a couple of attacks, and you see like chunks of like one of his wings gets cut off by these blades. He's not dead. He does not look great, and he is going to wait for all of you to be close enough to him. But you see he reaches into like a pouch on his belt, and he pulls out a little like medallion. And you see that it begins to like glow with magical energy. And he's going to hold his action with whatever this thing is for all of you to be close enough that you can essentially be affected by whatever it is that he's preparing. Mag.
You have disadvantage again.
I don't have anything to have disadvantage on.
Same.
For the
same.
future. For the
Cool.
future.
All right.
Also, Ben, you never gave Anki a turn. Can I just take 2 turns on my turn to make
Yeah,
that?
sure, why not?
Insect boy.
Mag.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was not expecting my cat to scream.
Nope,
at
that
me.
is the sound that a giant metal
That is-
capybara makes.
That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Felix.
Felix,
That's Felix.
Yeah.
That's Felix.
Yeah, we're just gonna say if you
Mhm.
hey, if you go back and you watch the VOD of Chaos Ladies and you hear my cat, that's Felix.
There you have it.
Or it was the astral whales.
Or is this Astral Whales? Oh, Felix learned to speak Astral Whale.
Oh yes, that is.
That's
I love that
makes
so
what happened.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cass.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Ben. What would you like to do with me?
What would you like to do with your turn?
Oh yes, that's what we're doing, isn't
Yeah.
it? We're not adding more flavor to a campaign that has ended. No.
I mean, you know, hey,
Shit.
whatever.
That
But,
campaign ended.
Did it?
Never.
Okay.
Chaos Ladies is never over.
Yeah, Chaos Ladies will never end.
I'm gonna start this cooking on a natural 20 because I'm tired of rolling badly.
You've literally been. Okay, it's fine.
Cool. I'm going to do something interesting here.
Love it.
That's not how dice work, Katie.
Okay. Since we're leaving, since we're going,
Mhm.
Mag is going to grab her alchemy jug, and as we're moving, is
Mhm.
going to pour a quart of oil behind us as we go to make
Okay.
us to make for slippery.
I like this.
That happens.
Hell yeah. I'd say that's your object interaction. You still have like a full ass action if you want to do something else.
Cool. Then, oh, damn. No, I shouldn't. No, because
But
the
you
oil's
could.
gonna be slippery. So we're gonna leave the oil there.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna say there is oil on the ground now, and so like Mag does like a little like scuttle onto Felix as Felix moves, and sort of turns back and casts firebolt just at the enemies.
Heck yeah.
There you
go ahead. Legionnaire or other group? A person?
The other group.
The other group.
We're not. I mean, they started it, so Mag's gonna finish it with some more fire.
Heck yeah. Go ahead and make
why
your
not?
attack roll.
I will. And
Yeah.
then I got bless earlier, so we're gonna use that.
Very nice.
Oh boy, howdy! How fun for me. Goody. Hold on, I have to do some counting. That's with my spell attack, right?
This is correct.
Okay, cool.
It sounds like it's like a million.
Like 28?
It's more than 16, so yeah, it hits.
Cool. So, please have the target.
Yes.
Where are my d10s? Hello? Where am I? You know what? Fuck. I'll just do it this way. Boop. Please have them take 10 bolts. 10 points. 10 bolts
Fire damage.
of fire damage, please. And thank you.
Amazing. You see that this like almost like borderline undead looking half elf sort of looks at you and just takes a face full of fire and it seems very displeased about the experience. Fortunately, isn't the dwarf that's next to him, whose beard would have been gone and probably would have brought immense shame here in the afterlife. In fact, the dwarf's like, glad I'm not taller. Let's see here. Are you okay? So you guys are all together at this point.
Can I do my thing?
Yes, you should absolutely do your thing right now.
You
Well,
a thing?
I'm concerned now that by doing my thing, I'm gonna fuck up whatever that thing is, but I don't really care because I want to do my thing.
Do your thing.
So what I'm gonna do, because I've
Just
had
out of curiosity, are you trying to take your turn?
my turn and Anki's turn.
Okay, so your turn. We are not to your turn yet.
Anki was gonna go on my turn with me.
I'm gonna give you Anki's turn right now because I did forget to give it to him in the last round.
They
We are
have
not
to be
at your-
together. I can't do one without the other.
You can't do one without the other. Okay, so
No.
we are not at your turn. By a
Am I
decent-
not gonna get to do my cool shit?
You rolled very poorly on your initiative roll.
I had so much cool shit to do. It's
Uh,
And there'll be more fights. You're a horse,
fine.
anyways.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to do my cool shit.
So, as you all group together, the glow from this medallion in Grimbly's hand begins to brighten and surround you all in this golden light.
I didn't even need to wild shape into a horse. Are you kidding me? Fuck.
You didn't know what he had.
Ah,
It was a
fine.
good plan. It was a very sound plan.
It's fine.
And as he does this, the large vampire woman is going to use her use 3 legendary actions. It's going to meld into just like a cloud of shadow, and you watch as this shadow sort of darts forward towards you. And she pops up directly. You guys can see this. Grimbly cannot. His back is to her. She pops up and
Anki
extends her
sprays her.
hand.
Anki sprays her.
Sure, go ahead.
At least I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, as you're doing
Uh,
that, she extends her hand towards Grimbly, and you see this small bead of like dark energy that crackles with this like neon green, like sickly green color, and this bead of light hits Grimbly in the back. Go ahead and roll that damage for. She's
It's
to make
actually,
a saving
she needs
throw.
to make a dex save, yeah.
Okay. She's going to use the legendary resistance to succeed. How much damage did she take?
Okay, well,
Not giving
Because
a
I
shit.
still can't roll well, so you got that going for you, I guess.
It's a lie.
10 half to 5 as
10
my
half to 5?
little baby vomits on her.
Sure. Her skin looks dewy as she gets a nice exfoliation. Oh, thank you. I did need to do my facial situation. I forgot on my way here. And you all snap out of existence. Exactly like that.
Making a large slurping sound.
There is this this profound pull across the field, and things begin to blur rapidly as you are yoinked from one position to another. I do need you all to make Constitution saving throws.
Who let Ben watch everything everywhere all at once over the weekend?
That would be Katie, and it was a few months ago.
15.
Right.
15? Cool.
22 for Mag.
22? All right. This is a DC 12.
4.
4,
Oh.
okay. Noted.
You're still in my pack, though. I don't know if that helps.
Nope.
Probably not.
22.
22? Cool. You all land, and Bob, you immediately start projectile vomiting from just the force of being pulled through space and time in this very aggressive manner.
Yeah. As Bob is vomiting,
Yeah.
they're also just sort of in between vomiting, just saying, "How is there an undead creature in the undead world? This seems wildly unfair."
Still a horse.
Valid points.
First time traveling like this, huh, Bob?
I need to know, cardinal
Hmm.
direction that you are vomiting, Bob. Is it on me or is it off me?
Yeah, that's
9 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
It's off you, it's not on anyone, but it is sort of growing towards me.
Great.
God.
Awesome.
Oh, Bob, I'm right behind you. Come on.
Honestly, probably a good thing you were the first person on the horse, so this could have gone horribly for whoever made it there.
Yes.
Yeah. I need you guys to make perception checks.
Perception.
Bob, I think probably with disadvantage because you are actively vomiting.
True. That
Yeah.
that
Oh,
checks out.
yeah. Anki is absolutely eating the vomit. 100%.
That's such a weird thing to say.
Chat said it
It's-
first, and I saw it, and I went, "That is 100% what is happening."
It does.
Okay.
It does track. Yeah.
He's a weird little insect gremlin guy. He's
He's
got
a puppy.
strange taste.
He's a bug puppy.
He's my little baby.
19.
10.
19, 10,
12.
12,
3.
3.
Oh no.
Feels right.
Oh,
Just-
You're busy
Just-
puking though, Bob.
yeah, I
so-
mean, like,
Yeah, makes
you know,
sense.
yeah. With a 19, Barlin, you're the first person to notice that Grimbly is cracking.
Grimly, no.
Oh, it is real bad.
Grimbly.
Oh,
Falls to one knee.
oh, shit.
Mhm.
I drop wild shape.
We all
shit,
fall to
shit,
the
shit.
ground?
I fall in my vomit.
I fall in the vomit.
Make dexterity saving throws to not immediately fall in the vomit. I'll give you guys a shot at this.
I rolled an 8. I'm just
An
trying.
8,
15?
14.
14?
Yeah.
Yeah. Both of you in this
Natural 20 on that deck save. Mag is not interested in that
Ooh,
vomit.
Yep. Shockingly spry for as old of a gnome as she is. Mag is the first to sort of depart the horse. I think at this point you've been through enough adventures. You're like, oh, this is shapeshift. Like the shapeshifting is about to happen.
Yeah.
And you pop off.
Wait, I was on Felix.
On Felix, oh, you're fine. You don't have to make
Yeah.
any saving throws at all.
Oh, damn. I wasted that natural 20 on nothing.
You just look fucking majestic on Felix. Just the wind tousles your hair. You're just sitting up there looking awesome. Nowhere
That's
near
so-
vomit. Things are looking up for Mag.
Cool.
This, does this feel like the kind of, probably not, but like, could a lesser restoration help with this?
Go ahead and make. I was gonna say a medicine check, but he's rock, so make an Arcana check.
Arcana, okay.
Yeah.
Where's
Oh.
the proper geology check,
15.
Or nature check.
Nature, ooh, nature's 19.
19. With a 19, Grimbly is being unmade. It is like happening slowly, but he's dying, for lack of a better term.
Oh, this is like the Bing Bong from what's that movie?
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Oh, and it doesn't feel like there's anything that I could do to stop it.
There is nothing that you possess can prevent this from happening.
Okay. In that case,
You loot the body.
no.
Okay.
No,
So
we love
fucked up,
Grimbly.
And I feel like Grimbly is going. It feels like this is imminent.
I don't think there's any comeback from this one.
Grimbly.
Here, take this. And
No.
he gives you the medallion.
Oh, Grimbly, do you like animals?
Not particularly, no.
Crap.
It made me sneeze.
Okay. What do you like?
Serious allergies. Hammers.
Okay. Let's see.
There was a little girl once. Rev, I liked her. She's all right.
In that case, I'm gonna take out my scimitar and my dagger.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give them to him because he said he likes hammers, and this is the closest thing that I have.
He is holding on to a maul. He seems like relatively content.
Okay.
Keep it. Run. And he points. Cardinal direction's kind of tough in this plane, but he points off to like your. If we had to call it something, you're northwest. And he says, "Run, you find rest."
You guys go. He
Uh,
deserves to have someone with.
Nope.
I can turn into. I could be a little fly.
Good-
I can
good
I can
run.
be very. No,
As
you
for,
go.
and he like coughs up like dust.
Oh.
As like an arm falls off. As
I
for
cradle
Sor-
his head in my lap.
It's
give him
heavy.
little- I don't care. I give him little strokes.
Find Sorna. Tell her I said hey.
We will deliver the message to Sorna, and may Rachel see you through the blessed gates to the next world.
Fuck is Rachel.
My creator and surveyor of all realms. They're pretty chill. They're good people. They love you. Truly, they do.
Doesn't sound so bad.
I'm not gonna go until Grimly is gone.
It does not take long. Shortly thereafter, it like his torso sort of crumbles to rubble. And he just
So
looks up
sad.
at you, and you watch as the sort of animated life just fades from his eyes.
I would like to take a couple handfuls of the dust and put it into, I guess, my satchel.
Sure, you absolutely do that.
Is that arm still around?
The arm is still around.
I'm gonna take that arm.
It's a big arm, but yes, you can absolutely do
Can
that.
I take like part of it, maybe like a finger?
Yeah, you can take a finger. Yeah,
I'm gonna take
What
a
finger?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
finger are you taking?
yeah. Which finger?
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
the thumb.
Okay,
Thumb?
cool.
It's a good choice.
It's a good finger.
All right. You find yourselves here in the midst of this sea of wheat, with just still this like light dusting of ash falling around you, and unfortunately a pile of rubble at your feet. He gave you direction to go. You don't see anything at this moment beyond. Actually, if you make, why don't you guys make some? Oh no, you made perception checks. You had 19, Barlin?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll carry that 19 because you do see just ever so slightly in the distance what it looks like maybe wisps of smoke, just sort of like off on the horizon.
I think I see some smoke over on the horizon there. Let's. I wish you would have stayed a horse, but.
Well, I thought that I could do something for. I know. I feel like I really wasted that. It's fine. It's fine. I wanted to help him, and I couldn't help him, and that doesn't feel great. But we should go.
It was almost like that vampire lady unmade the gargoyle right then and there.
I know, and all I did was give her good skincare.
Well, I hope she breaks out.
I'm gonna roll for breakout. You want a low roll, which has been my. That's a natural 20. Come on.
All of
has
her
a
pimples go
flawless
away. Like any like
complexion.
little
She
ones that are
looks
coming
so
under the
clumsy.
skin.
No
Good.
pores.
She's dewy.
Just
She's
so
dewy.
dewy. Yeah,
most
just like
dewy.
a glow is suddenly. Everyone's like, "Oh wow, you're glowing."
It's actually, she's been really trying to get on keg venom. That's what she usually goes in for, but it's been kind of hard to come by.
Hard to get because you need it fresh from the source, so you can't really
Right.
bottle it. You know.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
the
it's-
spokesperson for Drunk Elephant. Also.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's on kick venom. You gotta love when the die's like, oh, you want like good rolls during combat so people can like actually be scared of like what these NPCs are capable of. No.
Nope.
Does your like big bad look dewy as fuck? Yeah, absolutely. Naturally, love
All
it.
right. Let's go to the smoke.
Yes. You guys make your way. It takes you some time. It's a bit of a trek from where you are. As you get closer, you do hear the distant sound of combat. So I'd like to ask the party at this point: would you guys like to move stealthily, or would you like to sort of like go in metaphorical guns blazing?
I don't really want to fight again, but also I barely did anything in the last one, so I'm game.
I did not have getting into multiple fights in a day on my to-do list coming down here, so
Again,
I'm also
Mag,
good.
you chose this. This was
Yes,
incredibly consensual in every sense.
yes, and I do not consent to getting into another fight right now.
Okay, then we will stop.
Understanding that you can revoke consent at any time.
This
Oh,
is
yes, for sure. If somebody,
That is true.
hey, if Captain Franks is down here, I'm gonna kick her ass a second time.
Bob needs to replenish the gallon of vomit that has left their body.
Big pool.
Yeah, big pool.
Mhm.
And it seems as though the only thing I'm going to assume that I could ingest
Hmm.
is the vomit, and I don't really
Oh,
want to.
please!
I think the
please.
vomit's gone.
Hi, would you
My
would you
sleeping
like
angel
some?
has consumed.
Would you like some beer or some honey or some mayonnaise?
I would like the honey and the mayonnaise.
plain mayonnaise?
Wait, no, never mind. I used my alchemy jug for oil and it only has one charge.
That's
I
okay.
am an asshole. I forgot.
Bob sort of looks down and is forlorn, but Bob just wants to acknowledge Bob does not really want to go into a second round of combat without maybe just like chilling for a minute.
Little sustenance.
Yeah,
I'm-
something other than vomit.
Yeah.
Can I just do a cursory search, forest floor, see if maybe there's some like edible berries or?
Oh, you are in
thought
a
we were going to do
sea
the
of
trees.
wheat. There are no trees.
Oh.
Oh.
There's. Can you eat raw wheat? Is that a thing?
You can make a Constitution saving throw, DC 10. Mostly for your teeth.
I mean, I'm not the one who wants food. I was just trying to find.
No, that's sort of
something
like a
for
general answer to that question.
it.
Yeah, you can. It's probably not the most pleasant. Definitely dry. Yeah. But
Cool. Well, sneaking it is.
okay, let's roll some group stealth checks to make your way through. This is gonna be one of those things, sort of like we're gonna like smash cut to a montage. Well, depending on how y'all roll, smash cut to a montage of like, you know, like Scooby Doo, where they're like hiding behind like things that are way too small to hide behind. It's gonna be stuff like that.
Then you have two disadvantages.
Oh, get out of here, chat.
Nice.
I like the idea of us just like hiding behind blades of wheat.
Yes, truly, like the entire party, a singular blade of wheat. Like, you know, like all of your heads are like stacked up behind it.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
let's
that's
roll
funny.
Let's roll some stealth checks and see if we can make that happen.
Is a 14 okay, or should I use my inspiration?
21.
Let's see what the rest of the checks look like.
Does
Cool.
Anki need to roll too?
Oh, absolutely, everybody's rolling.
He's not a
18.
very
18?
wise boy.
All right.
Okay.
I'm definitely using my inspiration.
Okay.
Anki crit failed.
Oh boy.
Mag reaches a hand and touches this cockroach and goes, "Hey, shush, hey, buddy, haha," and casts guidance.
Guidance. Cool.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be. So that adds a D4. How much does that add?
Up to 4.
D4 up to 4.
Yeah.
So we're at a 4 for Anki.
Yikers. How
But I
about
got that
Felix?
21.
Yeah, I'm looking up Felix's stats. What's my baby's?
We've got a 21. We've got an 18. We've got a 4. We've got a 14. Garland, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 9.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, for what it's worth, we do still have perception checks that have to be made by combatants, and I have double disadvantage to use, so all is not lost. The 4 is bad. I'm gonna be really honest with you. The 4 is real bad.
Listen, Anki is very good at vomiting and very bad at most other things, but he's very good at getting scritches.
Felix got a 3 on this stealth situation.
Oh, Felix and Anki are like playing together. They're
We're
like
just,
rolling
like-
through the wheat, like tumbling, roughhousing,
gonna-
whatever.
I'm also gonna go, shh, Felix, it's okay, buddy, it's okay. And I'm casting guidance, and I'm gonna bump that up to a 6.
Okay.
My animal handling skill is hopefully coming in well right now.
So I have good news and I have bad news.
Bad news first.
Bad news first. I rolled a natural 20 and an 18.
Fuck.
The good news is I had double disadvantage and then I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Oh.
So despite because group stealth checks, right? We're sort of like averaging things out. So despite the fact that we have a crit fail, we do have an overall success because the DC that was set by those was a total of 7, and the average roll exceeded a 7.
So what happens is these people are fighting, and a capybara and a giant cockroach just go tumbling behind them, but they're so locked in.
They're fully focused on trying to kill one another, and
the giant tumbleweed.
Just like
God.
2 cats just fighting.
yes,
Just
and
like
everyone's
tumbling.
there's like a moment where
Every
people like
time.
stop, watch it, and are like, and then continue to try like kill one another.
Cool.
You can't make. I gotta grab a different D20. I'm sorry. I have to. This is bothering me.
There's something very funny about a giant capybara in like the underworld. There's just something very funny.
A
It's
about it.
metal
wonderful.
capybara.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh.
I love him.
Felix
Absolutely.
and Anki, best friends forever.
Best friends forever.
Just like Bob and Barlin.
Yeah.
Bob and Barlin.
That's
Best
exactly
friends,
right.
Best friend.
And Mag and Denis.
Yes.
Okay. Don't fuck me like your compatriots did. Okay. So you miraculously, because people are busy trying to kill one another, despite some objectively piss poor rolls, to be clear, you managed to hide behind piles of bodies. I will tell you guys, there are a significant number of bodies. It appears that this has been like an ongoing siege. As you get closer, there is a small town that looks like it has been hastily turned into, like a small fortified city, with like walls that are made out of, like barrels that have been covered in, kind of whatever, right? Like tacked together with leather that appears to have been soaked in water, so it's no longer flammable. There's, you see archers that have positioned themselves on the roofs of buildings on the outskirts. There are, interestingly, it appears fully 3 different factions fighting here. You definitely you see bodies of these sort of like scattered hodgepodge, maybe like warlock types. You see, it looks like entire like platoons of legionnaires have died. And you also see there are folks here in armor that is bone white, with weapons that are made out of this like beautiful glossy black metal. While the armor is very similar, all of their helmets look different from one another. You see there are like bears, there are folks with otters skulls, there are folks with like raven skulls and elk. There is this is pretty brutal combat. Part of the reason that you are all able to hide, oh absolutely, there is like a giant like former, well unfortunately dead minotaur that had like a dragon skull helmet. Absolutely. You are all able to pass on these middling stealth checks, a couple of good ones, by just like hiding amongst piles of bodies more than anything else.
Whew. I feel like I'm doing like a little bit of a weekend at Bernie's where I like pick one up and I sort of like move with it and then I like lay down with it on top of me and then I stand back up. It's like half weekend at Bernie's, half just using it as cover.
There's that song, what is it, Yakety Sax playing in the background as all of you like carry like dead people unceremoniously across the battlefield.
I wish I could play that right now.
Mag is too small to carry any of these bodies, so
It's
she's
okay,
just
Mag,
going
you can-
full Kronk over here, just like her own little stealthy theme music. Ba-doom, boom, boom, boom. Oh, I'm sorry. Ba-doom, boom, 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 boom,
Is
boom.
Mag singing aloud?
Just like a little hum to like keep her going, you know.
Sure.
That was the bass line to a Michael Jackson song, for what it's worth. That's very good.
Was that? Wait, is that from Thriller?
I think it's from the album.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
Yeah.
I digress.
Anyway.
Sorry. You're playing with a musician. I'm sorry.
It happens. As you guys get closer to we'll call them walls. It is not entirely walls. I would love if you guys, you're gonna need to try to find your way in here. I think all of you are perceptive enough and have enough life experience to know that like being outside the walls is probably the most dangerous place for you to be, even though you're not really a known like quantity or entity. Being inside is probably safer because then at least you have the opportunity to talk.
You said that there were like guards and archers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hi! Can we come
Make
in?
a dexterity saving throw.
I'm holding up a body over my head as a shield. It's actually pretty good. 20.
20?
Yeah.
You manage to pull all of your limbs behind the body as a shower of arrows comes flying down and you feel the impact on the body.
Ventus! Hi!
Make a persuasion check with advantage because you are mentioning someone who they know.
With what advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 16.
16?
Yeah.
That's not bad. You hear a voice from inside say, "Don't shoot, let them in." And you guys are going to have to approach, and I will say, I will need dexterity saving throws from all of you as you get closer because there are just like projectiles flying all around.
I always say being direct is the best approach. Let's see.
Dex save as a 22.
I also
Nice.
got a 22.
Ooh,
Nice.
I got a 12.
12. Okay.
Solid.
Mag also got a 12.
Oh my gosh!
What is going
wow.
on?
Matchy, you guys. What in earth? Okay.
It's because Barlin and I are sharing a body.
I mean, Barlin is small enough that you can do that.
Yeah.
Barlin
is half my height. I don't know if we discussed this, but
Wait,
Barlin
how
is
tall is
50
Barlin?
3 foot something.
Oh
3
my
foot
god, we're
5,
so
3 foot 6.
little
Oh,
together.
pretty big.
Aww.
So my pair of 22s, y'all take 9 points of fire damage, halved,
What the shit?
as just as a like fireball just sort of like explodes and a bunch of like splintered flaming debris is like showered on you.
So you say that, but I'm
Ooh.
gonna absorb those
How-
elements.
How dare you?
And you said it's 9 halved?
Yes, to 4. To my pair of 12s, you are taking 9 points of fire damage.
So I take 1 point of damage.
Boo to that.
Do I still take the 4?
Sorry, babe. Yep.
It happens.
That's not big enough for me to waste my inspiration on, so it's fine.
Yeah. Cool. You guys sort of make your way through, and actually, there are going to be a couple folks that run up to attack you. And you watch as these like warlocks sort of make their way with these like blades that are shimmering in different colors, sort of like oscillating. And as they come running towards you, a figure jumps over the top of the wall. We're gonna make a dexterity saving throw for you. Okay,
I put out the body for her to land on, like a cushion.
Okay, cool. She'll roll advantage. That is
I'm really
better.
making a lot of use of this dead body.
You know. Thanks for making it work. She lands. It is a woman who she's fully covered in bone white armor. But notably, she has pauldrons that have a little bit more on them than the ones that you've seen. There's like a number of like smaller skulls around sort of the outside. She has a like fox skull helmet. In one hand she has a pistol, in the other hand she has a rapier. As she lands and sort of like tucks and rolls, she fires into the first one. Of course, I'm rolling well for Sorna, but that makes sense. And just like blows a chunk out of the side of its head. It's still alive, but it is looking severely wounded. And actually, she will just attack them with the rapier. Yep, and that's going to.
Seeing her do that, I
Mhm.
would also like to take a swing with my scimitar at one of these people because I
Sure.
do. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, her rapier flashes with this like radiant energy as she strikes the first one that she shot, and they sort of like hit it and then just blow up.
Oh, good.
Yeah. But there is one more who is currently like running at you guys.
19.
19, that'll hit. Anyone else want to attack while you're at it? Make like just like a group attack at this person.
Yeah, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, just Voltron or whatever. This poor sweet Megatron.
So that's
Ultra Man. One Punch Man, this guy.
18?
When I use the scimitar, it takes 6 points of piercing damage as I sort of enter into its shoulder, and then the scimitar head lights on fire because I absorb those elements, and it takes an additional 3 points of fire damage.
Hell yeah. Does anyone else want to attack this guy?
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Then I am in fact hitting this guy.
Okay.
Mag rolled an 8, so I'm going to assume that Mag is distracted by the fox-headed babe with the power.
She's
Seems
a real
fair.
hot mom.
I rolled
Just oozing.
6.
Just it
6 damage, by
radiates
the way.
off.
6 damage? Okay.
Bob's gonna throw a blanket just to cover his face and can't see.
Not
I love
what I was
this.
expecting, Bob, but
I don't know how to roll for blanket, I'll be honest. Also, as we have emerged from the lineage of bodies,
Yes.
Bob has an entirely new outfit. Because they've just sort of like rolled through the bodies and taken on some of the clothing of the dead bodies.
Amazing.
Just like for, poops and giggles.
With any rhyme or reason, or is this just totally like...
Oh no, there's like a tutu. I mean, there's, it's real weird. There's a crop top. We got
Bob,
only Bob.
I am loving your fashion choices right now. I am so into it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You know, when you roll through a pile of bodies, you just never know what you're gonna find.
It's the hottest new fashion.
Third DM disadvantage has been redeemed.
Yo, I'm not even rolling well enough in the first place. Don't do this to me. I'm just kidding. Do it. I love it.
Okay, right. So hot mom's here.
Hot Mom is here.
Wait, do I roll? Do I roll for blanket? I
Yeah,
don't think
roll.
so.
Let's say roll a
4, 6.
roll a d20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
A 2.
Yeah.
You throw this blanket over your head, and there are 2 holes. It's on a battlefield that's covered in blood and ash and dust. You have somehow managed to find an immaculate white blanket, and are now running around looking like an adorable little ghost.
I threw it on myself.
Oh, are you throwing it over the other
I
person?
was trying to throw it on the other person. To
Oh.
blind.
I also thought you were
Even
trying to
that-
make yourself a little cute ghost.
No. I was trying to blind them by throwing a blanket
blind-
on their
I
head.
thought you were
Hell
covering
yeah.
your own eyes because you were just tired of it
Oh,
all.
no.
Am I the only one who understood that
Yeah.
like Bob was making a blanket attack?
I fully thought Bob was like,
'Cause I
I
was-
don't
I
want
was-
any more
Oh,
violence.
no, no,
I was
no.
like, I don't want to
I
see
thought
this.
Bob was just like, I'm fucking done, man.
I
what
just
I
got my
thought.
safety blanket.
If
Hey,
I
I'm
can't see
not
them,
gonna
they
judge.
can't see me.
Oh, poor sweet idiot Bob. No.
The comfiest John Wick imaginable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, this is a full-on blanket attack.
hell yeah. Okay, absolutely.
But we'll keep. I feel like 2. Yes, I rolled a 2.
Yeah, absolutely. It still has 2 holes in it. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 3 people in melee range. So there is just a scrum of bodies. No, this is wonderful. Can I have everyone make dexterity saving throws? Yeah, as you all roll to see if you can extricate yourself with any amount of Grace. That's a 19 for Sorna. Plus
I used one of my
25.
advantages, and now I have a natural 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
11. Okay.
What am I modifying
Actually,
this with?
I'll say, you know what, Bob, as the person doing the throwing, you do not have to
Oh, okay.
to roll. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. You get to just like stand there and watch as like a bunch of very capable individuals get tangled up like a puppy that is just fully trapped in a blanket. Not an ineffective attack. It just maybe almost too effective because it's more people than you had initially planned on getting. I continued to use my DM disadvantage, so I used 2 out of 3 just to let you all know. On the like final person here, this extraneous person, and I did eventually roll a 3, so
Nice.
they are currently trapped. Everyone else got more than a 10, I assume.
What's the modifier?
18. It's a
Dex.
dexterity saving throw.
Whew, 11, baby.
11. Yeah. So you all managed to like sort of get yourselves out without being stabbed. That's a win. Barlin, only barely. There are unsheathed weapons galore in here.
I'm knocking them away with the dead body. I'm saving my man.
Just one arm swinging a whole
Yep.
body.
Yep.
Love it.
With this natural 20, does Mag look just real good?
Oh, Mag
Dead.
slides out any dirt or grime that you had accumulated over the course of like sort of getting through all these bodies is just removed in the process, and you come out cleaner than you have been probably since you arrived.
Probably since ever.
Honestly, yeah.
That's-
Was there dry shampoo in there? Who knows?
No.
Full perm. I don't know how much you can do to short hair with a perm, because I've never gotten one. But
It just
Probably not much.
Just like the sheen of the hair is up. You know, like
looks so well hydrated.
very slow-mo.
Yeah.
Like
I'd say you probably look
gnome.
almost as dewy as the vampire from before.
Is the secret to like good beauty to just be dead? Because this is the lesson I am learning right now.
Might be.
I mean, vampire facials are a thing.
They are. That's true. I have the ordinary exfoliating one, and it's terrifying, and it's great.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, great.
I just so you said vampire facials, and given the like notoriety of vampires to be like sexually active beings, I went in a very different direction.
Oh, you went the Chuck Tingle route. Yeah,
I did go. I did.
Chuck
I went-
Tingle.
Chuck Tingle. I'm not gonna finish that jingle. The Chuck Tingle jingle.
Oh boy.
Oh,
sorry. I'm sorry to everyone.
I
Oh.
apologize to Rachel.
I'm especially sorry to Rachel.
No, I looked up vampire facials and I hate it.
Is
Oh,
the internet
they're
the internet siding
horrifying.
with me on this one, or
It's bad. It's they stab your face with a needle repeatedly.
oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
that's like a lot of procedures you can get. Like Botox is
Ugh.
also stabbing your face with a needle repeatedly.
Yeah.
speaking of stabbing something repeatedly,
Yeah,
there
sorry.
is
I
as you
had
all
to know.
no, it's
I
all
had
right.
to know. I
It
had
was-
to seek that
This
knowledge,
stream
and I
is
regret
sponsored
it.
by Vampire Facial.
It's not currently,
Yeah.
but hey,
Yet.
you could. The opportunity still is still open. So as you all extricate yourselves from this blanket, there is currently a very unfortunate soul who rolled poorly on their dexterity save, just fully enmeshed in this blanket, like writhing around in front of all of you as you all kind of stand there momentarily looking down. I'm gonna assume that you killed the person, but you
I was
could
gonna
just walk
say,
away.
if this is happening, there is no way in hell that Anki doesn't just.
That seems fair. This person has very little HP left. Please make an attack roll, but don't worry about damage.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's an advantage because he's prone, right?
Mhm.
All right. Let's see.
Yes.
21.
21?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Uh,
he just bites off the head in a single chomp and swallows it whole.
Oh.
And I go, good boy, good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, I love you so much.
I don't know if I can get used to that thing.
Ballad, you lived
I-
with him for years.
I stand by what I said.
Okay, well, that's rude. Hi! I look at who I assume is Sorna.
This woman in dope ass armor sort of sheaths her rapier and puts her pistol back in its holster. She says, you mentioned Grimly. Where is he? Also, we should get inside. Sorry.
Yeah, let's
first
get
things first,
inside.
let's get inside. It's not safe.
Everyone. Yeah.
As you can see, things are not going terribly well around here. Please, and you watch a couple of like ropes are thrown over the side. You can all hop. I'm going to say hop over with relative ease. I do happen to know that one of these player characters has a penchant for taking different routes from the rest of the party. So while some of you may want to take these ropes, Bob, would you like to take a different route?
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
What is around me?
Well, there are a large number of bodies. There's currently a headless corpse that is oozing blood slowly but surely. The walls themselves are constructed of kind of like whatever was available in the moment as they hurriedly prepared to be besieged. Is there anything in particular that you would like to be around? Because there's a good chance that there is.
I have decided how I'm going to get in.
Hell yeah, please.
Okay. I would like to build a staircase of dead bodies.
Go on.
And then I would like to, anime style, run as fast as I can to ascend onto the bodies, to get to the top of the tower. Because I want to meet my friends at the top, so that way they always have a friendly face to greet them.
This is simultaneously horrifying and incredibly wholesome, and I love it.
This is simultaneously horrifying and incredibly wholesome. Is truly like all of Bob's brand.
Hell yeah. Just go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw. And I'm gonna give you a DM inspiration because I think this is hilarious and I would very much like you to succeed.
Okay. 18.
But if you don't, it's gonna be great. Oh, 18? Yeah. Not only do you construct in remarkably short period of time a full stairway.
I've done this before.
That's unnerving. But as you run up these steps, you do also manage to exert enough force in random directions that you destroy them behind you. So like other people aren't also then able to, namely invading forces aren't able to also sort of like make their way in, which is probably a good thing. And you are able to ascend to the top of the wall, get inside, and we'll discuss what you see just momentarily. As the rest of you are able to climb up, there are like a number of soldiers on top of the wall who, like, as soon as you get within reach, are pulling you up and over. Sorna is the last person to join you. For the first moment, you hear that the fight is still happening, but you hear there are like horns that appear to be sort of sounding various factions to sort of retreat and regroup. Sorna looks around for a moment and takes a breath, and she takes her helmet off, and you see she is just covered in these like swirling dark tattoos. She has her hair pulled back in a bit of like a top knot, sort of one side shaved. She has a scar that runs from like her cheek down to her chin. She looks at you all and she's like, "So, Grimbly."
Before we get into that, do you like animals?
Don't particularly care one way or another. Why?
Do they? And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sort of pull my hands up, and in the space in the air around me, 8 cute little kittens appear, and they kind of all nuzzle up to Sorna, and I'm like, I just think having something sweet around right now might help soften this conversation.
Sure, you do know that I don't know you. You mentioned my friend's name. I am in the middle of a siege. And as you guys look around, you are in the center, like you are flanked on all sides by guards with their
I
weapons
just,
drawn.
again, I don't like to deliver bad news without some sort of... They're very cute, right? Very cute.
You said bad news.
Yes, so...
Let me do it. You were always terrible at giving the bad news.
Okay. Okay. And I pick
the
up one of the
kitten
cats.
distraction was a bad way to start this.
Anki is rolling with the cats. They're playing together.
Oh, very nice.
She side eyes Anki and is like, I don't know about that one.
Oh, he's a very good boy.
So, it's a pleasure to meet you.
So
My
I just
name...
wasted my only 4th level spell.
Oh no, Katie.
fine. It's fine. I wanted to soften the blow with kittens. It's fine.
It might
Fair
still work.
enough.
We'll see.
So, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Bylan. I am relatively new here with my companions, my best friend Bob, my old associate Mag, who I thought I would never see again after giving her that shot, and my good friend, oldest of friends, Emerlinda.
I brought the kittens. Hi.
She
Yes,
is
you-
the kitten master. So
Grimly.
there was
The kitten
this.
master sounds like a bad thing. I'm sorry.
So there was
I'm
this.
gonna mute myself and go away.
There happened to be this. She looked like a vampire lady. And she did this thing with this little thing. It almost kind of looked like antimatter or something ridiculous.
Hmm.
And it touched him. And he began to crumble. The last thing he did, in an act of absolute valor, as an absolute unit, he gave us this medallion. I think Emerlinda's holding? Or Maggie,
Yes.
maybe?
Yeah, I have it.
Mhm.
And,
I Vanna White it.
here we are.
She snatches it out of your hand.
Okay, well.
We're really, really sorry for your loss.
And I pull out a little torch box that I have the crumbled Grimbly in, and I sort of like awkwardly kneel down and present it to her. Sorry.
This isn't just a random assortment of rocks. This is
Yeah.
part of... May I?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And again, 8 kittens, any of them happy to be pet. Very sweet little animals.
Sure, maybe in a
Oh,
little
like,
while.
okay, well.
It is, you know. You said your name was Sorna, I think?
Yes.
Kittens are biologically evolved to soothe you with their purrs.
If I wasn't in the midst of being besieged, that might actually be very effective, yes. And also, having just found out that I lost one of my closest friends here in the Summer's Crossing.
Do you know
I'm
know
going
someone?
to take him. No, okay. You have a question.
I'm sorry,
Yes, no,
no, it's just-
no, it's fine. Oh
it's
no, I'll
just-
grieve
no,
later. No, that's fine.
no,
Yeah.
no. Do you
No,
know
sure.
someone named
Grieve
Rev?
later, Jesus.
Do I know who?
Someone named Rev.
Why do you know that name?
Well, because I asked Grimbly when he was starting to unalive what he liked, and he said he likes hammers, I think, and
She smiles when you say that.
someone named Rev. That was it. I just thought they might want to know. I don't know.
That's my daughter.
Oh, I'm so sorry that she's here. Oh no.
No, she's still alive.
Oh, I'm so sorry she's still alive then.
Oh, thank
No.
the Rachel.
No,
Eh?
The who? The who? What?
I think
Rachel?
It's a god from the different
Yes,
place.
it's my god. It's fine. You don't have to believe. It's cool. I'm chill about
Sorry,
it.
can we help with this at all?
Yeah, what
this
can we-
this is a
what
lot.
can we
We're
do?
here now, and we're sorry again.
This was not in the brochure.
No,
A brochure?
Yeah, I found one in my interdimensional journey.
she's here for fun. She chose this.
Oh, you came to a plane that is currently in the midst of multi-faction war for fun.
Well, I didn't know it was in a war. Number one, and
Someone
number
clearly needs
two,
to update this brochure.
I think you gotta update it. First of all,
Oh, I
and
don't do media. I'm
no,
yeah,
I'm not
not
saying
really
like
my
you
thing.
Not the PR
specifically.
guy.
I'm just saying
No.
like this organization overall. And hey, I didn't just come here for a lock, okay? I mean, I did come here for a lock, but I have other reasons.
We don't really have locks here. We tend to sort of it's
No,
more of an open door policy.
A lock with an R, L-A-R-K, not lock like locking a door. A
Right,
lock.
Now I feel like I'm the one who has to point this out, but we are being besieged.
Yes, we absolutely
Sorry,
are.
yes, I did
but
get distracted
you
for
just
a
had to
moment.
come bring my business to the table when
I'm
we're trying to do other business.
Just trying to. Okay, well, what can we help?
Yes and no. The description of the vampire: large claws, mean complexion, dewy but cruel.
Very dewy.
Well, first and foremost, thank you for bringing me Grimbley's insignia and, I guess, some of his remains. I genuinely, I do really appreciate that. You met Rizel, and you are, frankly, incredibly lucky to be alive. She's... walk with me. We have to sort of assess what we have to Can I help? Are you crying?
Sorry, no, this is me, Katie, realizing we're beginning to collect a zoo that is traveling with us. We have a cockroach, we have a capybara, and now we have 8 cats.
To be clear, an onkeg is like a mix of a cockroach and a praying mantis and
Yes.
some like other demonic thing that
Yes.
spits acid. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Felix isn't an animal necessarily. He's just in an animal shape.
Sure.
Yes. Also not sure how he's gonna get inside. But you know what? Hey, you know what's great about being
Magic.
a DM? I get to do this. And he's over the wall. That's crazy.
Whoa.
Whoa, just a majestic leap. A rainbow appears in the sky. There's no sun. Shouldn't be possible. Also, no like water vapor. But yeah, here we are.
25, Colonel, just so you know.
She sort of gestures for you all to join her. You see that sort of like within the town square, they've constructed sort of a makeshift like keep, sort of a place to hold out if things go particularly badly.
I'm still at the top of the tower though, right? Like I don't see any of this interaction.
No, you have not
Okay.
yet. Yeah.
Cool. Just making sure.
Yeah, so I guess, the top of the tower. Yeah, so you'd be on top of this keep. So you've like fully made it by some miracle of physics and a complete lack of science. You made it to the top of this keep. So actually, as you guys all are walking in towards the keep with Sorna, you just Bob is just up on top, casually, like waiting for you.
Hi, Bob.
You know them?
That's Bob. That's I'm Bob's best friend.
They are with us.
What you
Very
also
good
can't
with the blanket.
Yes. What you can't see is Bob has taken out Grimbley's thumb, is just sort of tossing it and catching it and tossing it and catching it. at this point.
No.
Oh no, we're
Gonna do
get
a quick perception check from Sorna on that one. She doesn't know what that is. You're just tossing like a stick for all she knows.
Sure. Stick.
Yeah, stick. I mean, it's a big thumb.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I forgot how big Grimble is.
He's a big dude. Yeah, was a big dude.
Ugh.
R.I.P. Ricky.
And so you all sort of make your way, and you know, as you are approaching it, you see that there are various folks, some looking better than others, that are approaching. And she sort of like nods and gestures, and there's sort of like a collection of these folks. You notice that a lot of the folks that are coming to join you have fewer skulls on their pauldrons, but you know, looking around, the sort of rank and file soldiers that are here don't appear to have any, and it's some sort of way of discerning who is in charge. The interior of this building is clearly just a function over form. There's you know, hooks on the walls for people to, you know, hang weapons or shields or you know, satchels with, you know, whatever, and a large table in the middle with a crudely drawn outline of the city, and you see that there are, you know, sort of tankards that have been flipped over and appear to maybe be used as an indication of like troop movements, that sort of thing. And Sorna heads to the front of the table, and she sets down the tinder box with the rubble in it, and she sets down the insignia, and looks around and says, okay, can someone go help we have this person on the roof who apparently we're just letting people in now. I don't know if this is a thing we're doing. Shame on us, I guess, right? You know, someone maybe like get a ladder and help them down. I don't know how they got up there, and I would prefer maybe that they don't injure themselves on the way back down. Bob, you're welcome to come down on your own, but people are going to sort of like throw a ladder up and attempt to help you if you'd like the assistance.
Yes, that is the right answer.
There's a reason that I gave you the option.
Yeah. So Bob is going to, I'm going to have to roll for this, and I absolutely should. Mm-hmm. So Bob is going to take the ladder, mm-hmm. and they're going to try a circus act.
Okay.
So they're going to try to position the ladder to be completely parallel, just like straight up and down.
Oh, God.
And they're going to try to cartwheel down the ladder.
I want 2 rolls.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah. So one is going to be, we're going to go first with the performance check.
Okay. Sorry, let me actually pull up my character.
Yeah. And depending on how well this roll goes, you may or may not get advantage on the dexterity check.
18.
18? Hell mm-hmm. Yeah. Take yourself some advantage on this.
Okay. 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
In a display of dexterity that is frankly supernatural, you like cartwheel your way down a vertical ladder, which should not be possible. And when you reach the ground, sort of the soldiers all kind of like look amongst themselves, and then it's pretty good, and applaud.
My best friend Bob, everyone.
They are waiting for you inside. You should probably get in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was very impressive, though.
Oh, it's no big thing.
They look. They all kind of like look around like, what do you mean it's no big thing? You just cartwheel down a vertical ladder. It's the afterlife, you know? So you are welcomed inside. You see there's a few of the soldiers here that have like the insignias on their shoulders. But the group is here waiting for you upon your arrival.
With 8 more cats than there were when we started.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of kittens that are running around. We're gonna make.
Are these cats just here now? Like, do they go away?
They're here until they die. That's
Bob. How do you feel about cats?
Bob only likes goblins as pets.
Only likes goblins as pets? Okay. Well, you
Alright,
currently
1 hour.
have like 8 kittens that are sort of like swarming over one another to sort of like get to the new person in the room. You can see that they like, based on, are you just like looking around? There's like cat fur all over the feet of pretty much everybody else here, and you are the final target.
Bob
Of the
walks
vicious-
outside.
The kittens tumble out the door after you, and then are immediately distracted by all of the other people, and commence viciously mauling everyone while purring adorably.
So the kittens are outside.
Yes, they are.
So Bob goes back inside and closes the door so that the kittens
Amazing.
are outside.
I do hope I can find the name. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You hear exclamations of joy from outside. Seems like it's
Fine.
going
Also, they're
well.
only here for an hour or until they die.
Oh
So.
gosh. Well, Siege is famously a great place for kittens.
Their AC is 12, but they have 2 hit points.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Honestly, that's a higher AC than like your average peasant. So
I could have used this spell, just so everyone knows what I've given up. I could have used this spell to summon a CR2 beast. I didn't do that. I
No.
summoned
You
8
summoned
baby
kittens.
kittens.
We got
Yep,
kittens.
can they attack things?
they can.
Okay.
Colonel
With
Bloss say
cuteness.
they can do 1 slashing
One
damage to your
slashing
heart.
damage.
Hey, that's 8 slashing damage.
Plus
Per-
0 to hit, and it does 1d1 slashing damage.
1d1.
1d1.
1d. So they do a one-dimensional die's worth of damage every turn. Cool. All right, just want to confirm that.
Yep.
Amazing.
And that's how I used my highest level spell slot.
I think that means that 8 kittens could kill a zombie. I'm just saying.
That's true.
True.
Depending on
That's
how they
true.
roll.
Yeah. Wow. Incredible use of a 4th level spell. Love it. So, folks gather up, and there's sort of a bit of a debriefing. It's kept relatively quiet, but it seems like things have not been going particularly well. The defenders are massively outnumbered, and have not been able to secure any means of like communication with the monarchs in Nox Valar. So reinforcements have not been forthcoming. Somewhat fortunately, however, there are 2 diametrically opposed factions just outside, and so it's, as opposed to being just sort of like a really more of a last stand, they have actually been able to sort of stave off the intermittent attacks. But as this is being discussed and orders are sent out to, repair things as necessary, Sorna turns to a lot of you and says, as much as I would like to say welcome to the Sunless Crossing, and introduce you to a shepherd, if you have not already met one, although based on circumstances, I imagine probably not. It seems that we might have something for you to do. We are in dire need of reinforcements. Grimbley was initially sent out to secure them, which is, I guess, when he found you.
Ta-da! The reinforcements have arrived.
I can reinforce. I've done it before.
Give me a hammer, I will start nailing boards wherever you need.
How are you at carrying messages?
Do they need to be in a basket? I lost my last picnic basket.
I mean, even a bottle, honestly, would suffice.
What message? Okay, hold on. Who, what, where, when, and why? Before we agree to anything, we
Sure.
need all of the W's.
Sure. So who you'd be doing it for me?
Yes. Wait,
When?
Naked.
When
Now.
I ideally right fucking now.
It's very instant.
Where you'd be going from here to Nox Valar.
Knoxville. Okay.
Who? What? Oh, what? You'd be taking a message.
Message.
When? Right the fuck now. Where? Nox Valar. Why? So that we don't all die. Yourselves included.
I'm down to help.
Aren't we already dead?
Yes.
Yeah,
so...
but if we become super dead like Grumbly, if we don't help.
It is. I will tell you, it's a little different for you than it is for someone like Grimly. Although I guess metaphorically, probably not that different. So, in the same way that when a gargoyle dies here, they break apart into very, many thousands of small pieces. If you die here, and initially maybe it's not so bad, depending. But over time, your soul begins to fracture. You begin to lose pieces of yourself, and eventually you are lost to the void and become sort of an unthinking, unfeeling monster that roams the sunless crossing until you are... There's not really any delicate way to say this, until you are put down.
I have so many questions.
I have answers. We don't have a lot of time, but I do have time to answer
I
questions.
Maybe we message and then we get answers. Because I have other questions not regarding any of the soul scrumbly blah blah blah. But I want to help you because you seem like you have information and smarts about this area, and I would like you not to die. I think I'm already sad about the gargoyle.
I appreciate that. I would also like to not die. I've been here for a while now, and ideally, my daughter, who is still alive, may at some point find a way to revive me, resurrect me, and bring me back. But if you do have questions...
That's what I was looking for.
Yes.
Resurrection. Yeah.
Yes. So, has anyone told you anything since you've arrived?
Well, we arrived, we introduced ourselves to each other, we talked
Sure.
about the pamphlet. I said hi to Bob, I asked
Mhm.
how Maggie and Phil were.
Wonderful.
Met Mag over here. Maggie
Were they
and
with
Phil.
you?
No,
Are they
no,
dead?
no, 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 no. They're back on the
Okay.
material plane.
Just checking.
Let's see. Then I said hi to Mag, who I'd met for the first time. We talked about
Huh.
Rachel.
Okay.
Blessed
Then
be Rachel.
blessed be Rachel. Then
Amen, I guess. I don't know.
these soldiers of some sort kind of came and were like, hey, you should join us to fight these people. And then Grimly showed up and Grimly was like, you shouldn't join them. And then we had a little bit of a debate. They shot 30 seconds. It was wonderful. Grimly won. And then evil Dewey woman showed up, and then I turned into a horse and we did some other stuff. Then the thing happened with Grimly, which I won't talk about, and then we walked through some wheat, and then when we were walking through the wheat, we came across
2
the
times.
fighting. Yes.
Okay.
Two trucks through wheat,
Okay.
and I used a dead body as a shield, and then
Oh, yes,
Bob
sorry
used a
about that.
blanket.
That was good.
Then Anki bit off the head.
That was gross.
And then we got up the wall, and then I made kittens.
Right, so I was there for like a bunch of
I
this.
think we can stop now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's what happened.
Bob has taken their scroll out from the very beginning and just points to the picture that they drew because they didn't take any notes and says, I drew a tree.
Oh. It's a lovely tree.
That's-
not many
and
of them here.
I got a tutu.
Yeah, where did you get in a crop top? Did you arrive in that, or
We did a whole thing where we like rolled around with dead bodies and I just changed outfits. I feel like that's how you thrift here in this realm.
well, yeah.
Is that wrong?
Waste not, want not, I guess. Yeah.
I'm really into sustainability, so.
I respect that. Even here in the not quite afterlife, it is important to not just be mindlessly wasteful. Yes, I
Reduce, resurrect, recycle.
I love it. Ooh, we should get that on a t-shirt. Okay. Right. Well, I do want to give you the opportunity to ask questions before sending you out. I have to imagine that Rizel will probably come here next. If she's seen you, she can probably smell you.
We could roll around in more dead bodies.
No, it's your souls are fresh to this plane, and that's what she can smell. Yeah. So a little context, just so you know, sort of what it is that you're dealing with in regards to her. She was a vampire prior to coming here, and we don't really know how an undead thing dies and ends up here, because technically she should have been soulless, and that's sort of the point of being here. But then again, we've had mortals just show up, not dead, mind you, just alive. They've come here and used it as like a hideout. So rules are meant to be broken, I suppose. She is the second in command of the Accursed, or was the second in command prior to being re-killed. I don't know. But here, she is in command for obvious reasons. She's one of the few vampires that I've encountered in my day, which is not just the one, who she's the only one who seems to have just done away with the vampiric charm and prefers to just kill. That's why she's good at what she does.
Awesome.
Yes. I'd like to say that you're safe here. Unfortunately, you're not. Turns out the rules of not crossing thresholds don't apply when you're dead. So inconvenient for us, and for you. Do you have questions? Time is of the essence, and I do think she'll arrive probably relatively quickly. It's fortunate that you were able to travel quickly via, thanks to Grimbley. But yes, lady in the back with her hand up. Yes.
Can we get directions?
Oh, yes. It's very easy to find her with Nox Valar. And she's going to sort of come with me. Let's just take a moment to step outside.
Okay.
I
look for my kittens.
There's a cluster of soldiers that are all sort of like taking turns passing them around.
All 8 of them? I can count?
All 8.
All 8.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes. Can you count? I'm kidding.
Roll for counting.
No,
That's
you're
a nat
fine.
20. That's a nat 20. I'm so good at counting, guys.
There's 9 kittens now.
I'm holding you to that.
All right. And she points up at the big swirling constellation in the sky, and she says, "So you just have to head towards the middle of that. It sort of coalesces directly above the city of Nox Valar, which is where you can find the Sunless Monarchs, and ideally help."
I think we gladly take this mission.
Yeah, count us in. Let's nobody else super die anymore, if we can help it. Okay.
Only normal die.
Yeah, only normal die, because it seems what normal die brings us here. And this place, besides this endless siege and war that's happening, it's been pretty chill.
Normally, it's actually well, I wouldn't say like a wonderful place, but like a very peaceful one. There's space for everybody. You've caught us at an inopportune time, I guess.
I do. I know we have to go.
Yes.
But maybe after just some context sort of around the history of everything going on here, and when did the fighting start, and who are all the factions, and that kind maybe like a history book. Do you have like a pamphlet? Paper?
So we're working on the pamphlet.
Little timeline, little chart?
We do have a book. It's currently sort of in its like pre-stages. We are gathering the necessary funds to, hey, look,
Distribute it.
we might not, really have use for money, but time is valuable here.
Do you think you could tell us in 30 seconds? That seems to be the...
In 30 seconds, yeah, sure. The accursed. Yeah, I can give you a quick summary. Yes. So interestingly, the accursed and the legionnaires not that dissimilar. However, the accursed, they were all warlocks when they were alive. The legionnaires have sort of thrown off their
24
bonds,
seconds left.
and now fight for what they believe to be the good of the undead world. They are, how do you call them? Fascists? Not great.
10 seconds.
Great. The accursed are just a bunch of dickheads. Still warlocks. That's it.
So, bad and more bad.
Yes.
Great. Got it. Let's go.
Yeah. It's
Cool.
it's pretty simple. Yes. Wonderful. Do you need anything before you go?
Well, I would say a rest, but that doesn't sound like it's in the cards for us.
Not.
Is there like a granola bar, an apple?
Food, yes. You do look famished.
Yes.
A little wrung out, even. Yes, of course, absolutely. She sort of like looks around and grabs one of the bags off the wall, puts it on the table, and begins to sort of pass you guys, various. There's like bread and some cheese and some cured meats. Don't worry, this is not like a fairy thing. If you eat the food, you can still be resurrected. You don't have to worry about anything like that.
So, I don't want to listen. Listen,
I'm listening.
I don't regret bringing you kittens. I think that kittens are therapeutic. I
Where's
think that
this
they are
going?
wonderful. I just, I did do that very selflessly to try to cushion the blow. And I'm just wondering if you have anything to maybe like an arcane recovery or... Because really, I did do it for you. So anything here that could maybe help with that.
Okay, so to be clear, that's a little bit of a manipulative way to phrase that, which I don't super appreciate. You could have just said, "Hey, can I have some help? I'd really like to, restore some of my magical essence." To which I would have said,
Again, I wasn't trying to guilt you. It's just
"No,
it
you
was
were."
a really big gesture.
I'm
That's all.
a
That's all.
mom,
That's
so
all
I
I'm
do
saying.
understand how guilt trips work on children.
Yeah.
I am older than you.
Yes. Well,
Yes. Either way, I can provide you with some arcane replenishment. Yes.
you can
Wonderful.
keep the kittens.
They're not going to last very long. You think this is my first rodeo? Come on. Sis,
A
please.
pet is a big responsibility.
True. We
and
are in the
you-
middle of season.
They don't need to eat. They don't go to the bathroom. They don't need to sleep. Their literal only function is to be cute. That's a pretty good gift, if you ask me.
Here's a stone with
And
some
thank
magic in it.
you very much.
Perfect.
And she passes you a stone. Do any of the rest of you need any kind of assistance in this regard? Are any of you hurt?
I
Nah.
took a little ouchie, but I'm fine.
It's like a band-aid.
Okay. We have Scooby-Doo or we have dinosaurs.
Oh, dinosaurs!
Please explain to
please.
me what your understanding of Scooby-Doo is. I've never heard of it before. I'd really like a
I have a lot
like
of
history
trauma
lesson.
with dinosaurs, so I'm gonna go.
You
with
got 30
Scooby-Doo.
seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Please give me a Scooby-Doo, bitch. I'm starting the timer.
It's an animal with a drug problem.
God.
and it can talk.
Roro.
It's a monstrosity, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Why are they on band? I'm not. You know what? I'm good. I'm good.
Children seem to love it. I don't understand.
I mean, you're a mother. You understand.
I mean, I understand that they love it. I don't understand why. Okay. But we can, yes, we can patch you all up before you go. Please make haste. I am confident that Rizel will be chasing after you. I hope that you make it in time. I wish that I could send you with more.
How about like stealth aids?
I don't have much in that regard. What I can do is I can give you each one of these, and she pulls out these little golden gems. They're sort of glowing. If you smash this against whatever weapon you happen to be using, it will allow you to, for those of you that are maybe less in touch with the divine, I don't know if you've ever experienced fighting with a paladin, but they are capable of sort of channeling the divinity into incredible destruction. This will allow you to imitate that. So she passes one of them to each of you.
Oh, you should not have given this to me. Already know what I'm gonna do.
Yes. And she escorts you all to sort of like a smaller back entrance and opens it up and says, I wish you all luck. Rachel's speed.
Did you give us the message yet? Sorry, we did a lot
just tell them that Sorna is the place of respite. They'll know what you're talking about. And send help as fucking quickly as possible. You can quote me on that. They'll understand.
Can you write that down, Bob? I know you were note-taking before.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely writing that down.
Bob,
Great.
please
Thanks,
actually
Bob.
write
I
that
trust
down.
you. Bob's never fucked us over before.
Amazing.
Definitely not drawing kittens.
Definitely not.
I've got the message. My mind is like a steel trap. You, Sona, need help at this place of respite.
Exactly.
I got you. I got you.
I appreciate you.
Anytime.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And as the four of you, well, I guess 6 of you, because there's an onkeg and a large capybara, make your way. In your heads, you hear an ominous voice. I see you're making your way to Nox Valar. Well, perhaps I'll join you. And that is where we'll end our session.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. Damn. But
Damn!
with a B even.
Damn!
Yay!
Oh, that was lovely, Ben. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm sorry that combat wasn't more scary. It was supposed to be like, you get hit and they do a lot of damage,
Okay,
and then I couldn't hit you.
Before we go, though, I need to say what I was planning to do.
Yeah, what's your
Yeah.
Oh,
plan?
yeah.
So I was gonna have Anki essentially like koala onto the underbelly of the horse, so that he was like, yeah, and then I was gonna trample through and have him do his breath weapon while I trampled.
That
See
would
how
have
many
been
of them I
very
could
cool.
kill on the way out, and then
That
you
would
just
have been
vamped us out of
Extremely
Oh,
cool.
man.
there. It was
Yeah.
all set up. Also, like the horse has 70 feet of movement, so I really
Oh.
could have just like through the whole thing. And it had like 40 something hit points, so even if I took the opportunity attacks, I think I still would. I was so prepared. It's fine.
Okay, I do want to give y'all just an idea of like what these guys were capable of, though.
Yes.
Tell us,
the-
Ben.
Wait, very quickly before you do,
Yes.
Rachel, where
Oh,
can
yes.
people find you and go to
Rachel.
sleep? Because
Yes.
Uh,
need to get
yes,
Oh,
I am.
chaotic.
Can you see my face? I am melting.
Yes.
Please find me on the tubes at I am Rachel Quirky. Please follow my variety stream here at Twitch, twitch.tv/I am Rachel Quirky. Hang out with me on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. We have a good time.
Do it.
And thank you, Ben, for giving
Rachel.
me excuse to bring Mag back.
Yeah.
I love her.
So happy
She's
to see
wonderful.
Mag.
Yeah,
making an
wrestling.
appearance.
Thank you, Colonel Blah. Yeah, Wrestling Wednesdays very nice. We watch wrestling on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, we watch wrestling on my stream. It's very
all
fun.
right, now go to
Heck
sleep.
yeah.
Yeah, I love you
Yeah.
all.
We love you.
Bye.
Mwah.
Bye.
Thank you for
Bye.
playing.
All right, tell us the shit they could do.
Yeah, so like the Legionnaires had crossbows that did 2d10 plus 10 piercing damage. The Accursed could hit you with attacks that would do like a d8 of like regular damage, and then a minimum of 12 damage that I would roll for with a d10, which would be, so it could be like acid, cold, force, lightning, necrotic, whatever. Like it just sort of like cycles through as their blades change colors.
Oh god.
And I just couldn't hit any of you.
And Ben,
Yes.
all of this is in, like, all these are stat blocked in the Black Ballad.
Perhaps.
I'm just saying, like, we should plug them a little bit, right?
Well,
Wait, who's the Black Ballad? What's this Black Ballad you speak of? I haven't heard of it before.
I think it's like in the layout and.
What's a
there's,
layout? I
thing-
don't. Like layout when you
links
die for
in
something.
chat, guys.
It's kinda like
Go
that.
support
Links in
it.
chat.
Links
It's
are
an
on the
awesome
chat.
project.
Yes.
Awesome people. 10 out
Really.
of 10.
Yes.
Super fun setting, as you've seen, just like the tiniest bit of tonight.
The tiniest, and also like the loosey gooseyest version of it.
Yes.
This, the actual story is super cool. We'll be playing through it periodically as chapters are released. So the Backertkit campaign has 6 days left.
Yep.
We're at, what is this? Let me refresh the page and make sure I have it perfectly accurate now. So we are at $128,945 raised, which is insane.
So insane.
That's wild.
Yay.
So
yeah,
far
like-
past the goal that they set.
Yeah.
They have one stretch goal left. They have
One
met,
stretch goal's left.
I guess we have met all of the stretch goals except for one, which is crazy.
The final goal is 150,000. So there's 6 days left to get, whatever, 150 or 100.
Ben's good at math.
$30,000. Yeah.
Yeah, approximately $30,000.
All it will take is one person to pledge $30,000.
High roller.
I don't know if we have that capability on back.
Do it in chunks, guys. Do it in chunks.
But it's super cool. The people are amazing. The long-term plans for Storytellers Forge are potentially some of the coolest plans I've heard in a very long time, which is just wild. And I'm so excited to and grateful to have been part of it. Anya, we're jazzed that you're here.
So much, Anya.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for
Full-
joining us.
Oh my gosh,
Full-
thank you so much for having me, and thank you for the invite. I hope I wasn't too ridiculous.
No, it was
No, it was
perfect.
right on brand.
That was exactly the kind of humor that we go for here.
Yes.
Oh, good.
And the-
Bob's a lot. Sorry, Ben, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Bob was the exact right brand of chaos for the very fast and loose version of combat that I wanted to have you guys do tonight. So
I love it. This was amazing. I cannot thank you guys enough. It filled a void I didn't know I had.
Well, we'll have to at some point figure out how to get a part 2 where we go and deliver the message. Who knows when? Scheduling is hard, but I would love to do that.
What are you talking about? I feel like scheduling tabletop role-playing games with your friends
It's like
is
the easiest thing
so
ever. Yeah.
easy.
Yeah,
What do you-
yeah.
I'm gonna just make a quick insight check.
Chat saying they want more Bob, so we gotta
Yeah,
Oh.
so
There you go.
Bob would love to come back.
Also, Anya, if people want to follow you and the things that you do, where can they do that?
Yeah, I don't have a Twitch because I've never streamed, and this is
It's okay, you can say your
giving
Twitter.
me ideas. Yeah, my Twitter is at ANYAYNA. just Anya as a palindrome. I thought it was really clever. I have an Instagram where I do more music stuff. It's at Anya Combs Her Hair.
Nice.
And if you just check out Backertkit, there's a ton of campaigns coming. If you're interested in crowdfunding, if you're interested in pledge management, if you're interested in marketing, any of that stuff for games or anything really, send me a DM on Twitter. They're open and I'm happy to chat.
Awesome.
Sweet.
On that note, Ben, Zeki, do we have anything we need to promote that I am forgetting? Because if not, I'm going to start a raid.
I mean, y'all are going on a trip.
We are.
I'm gonna hold the
Uh,
fort down.
Yes, you are. Oh, I guess maybe we should talk about tomorrow.
Yeah, Ben's
Oh,
getting the
yeah,
shit scared out of
tomorrow.
him tomorrow.
Ben
Yeah.
is playing our famously wimpy.
Okay.
Sweet
well,
boy.
hold on now. no,
is playing
there's
a horror game.
no,
with
no,
Bob.
no. Wimpy and famously as Scaredy Cat are two very different things.
Ben doesn't like ghosts,
I-
so we're
I-
gonna play a
Oh.
ghost game with him tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And
Which game?
It was going to be Phantasmophobia, but it's now
Ah.
going to be Demonologists, which I guess is sort of like the more recent, potentially scarier question mark version.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I
So-
think like still it's like the early release. I don't know. I have not watched any previews or read about it because
if you want to watch Ben shit himself, turn up here
No.
tomorrow at 8 p.m.
it's just
Did you play Layers of Fear?
this will be my first time playing a horror
Oh.
game.
Ben
ever.
really does not
I-
do scary.
Okay, for some context,
Okay,
Anya,
this
because
raid
this
time here
new.
is coming
Sure.
up real fast.
We watched Lovecraft Country. I can't even talk. And
The
when they
raid's
got to
starting.
the haunted house episode, I had to top out when they played violin music.
And we've raided!
Perfect.
Zaki, I think you still need to manually take us offline, but
I do.
Yeah, Screech